can turn the world on with her smile. Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
I don't believe it. How can they cancel Sue Ann's show just like that?
Ratings, Mary. Not enough people are watching a show.
Well, it still isn't fair.
Right. There are much worse things on the air.
Hi, guys.
I rest my case.
Did you hear about Sue Ann being canceled?
Yeah, Ted, we heard. But she'll get something else. The rough thing is that we won't be seeing that much of her anymore.
Lou, we gotta do something to boost up my ratings, otherwise I'm gonna be next.
Please, Ted, you're making my heart race.
I'm serious, Lou. Gonna zap up my show, and I've got just a thing. Every night near the end of the news, I'll make a telephone call to a different world leader, and I'll talk to him about the complex political, economic, and social problems that confront our planet. Like one night I'll call Edie Amin in Africa, and I'll say, "What's happening in your part of the world, Edie?" And she'll tell me. What do you think?
Ted.
I got it. You want to sleep on it? Okay.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Sue Ann.
Well, I suppose you've all heard the news.
Yeah, Sue Ann, and I'm sorry. I really am.
Yeah, me too.
Tough break, Sue Ann. You have no idea how upset we all are.
Hi, Sue Ann. Here you got canned.
Do you have any idea what you're gonna do now?
Well, not exactly. I have decided I'm going to work out my contract. So even if I won't be doing my own show, I'll still be working here at WJM.
Oh, Sue Ann, that's wonderful. Did you hear that, Mr. Grant? Sue Ann won't be leaving WJM after all.
Oh, boy. That's great. That's great, Sue Ann. Really great.
Program manager will try to get me to quit by making my life miserable around here, but I'm determined not to buckle.
Good for you. You just stick to your guns.
Thank you, Mary. I'll show them. Sue Ann Nivens doesn't give in without a fight.
That's not what the cab drivers tell me.
Dear, sweet Murray. Oh, I'm so glad I'm not leaving WJM. You have no idea how I'd miss you. I'd probably cry every time I looked at a melon. Lou,
Come in.
I just wanted to tell you how much I appreciated your concern.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Well, you're welcome. And I wanted to tell you, Sue Ann, I think you're taking this whole thing very well.
Why not? I've just made up my mind I'm going to be very strong, very brave. Oh, Lou. I don't want to live anymore.
Come on, Sue Ann. It's not that bad.
Lou, that show was the best thing that ever happened to me. Well, second best. Lou, what's going to become of me?
Oh, Sue Ann. Come on. Sue Ann, don't worry. Everything's going to be all right.
Oh, Lou, you're so good, so strong. Such nice, chubby little fingers. You're like 10 tiny sausages.
Come on, Sue Ann. It's a place of business.
Will you do me a favor, Lou, please?
Does that have anything to do with my fingers?
I want a job in the newsroom.
You what?
Any kind of job. I don't care what. Please don't turn me down, Lou. I never turned you down.
Hey, Sue Ann, I can't give you a job in the newsroom.
You don't like me. I knew it had come to this. I let you take advantage of me. Now you have nothing but contempt. I knew this would happen.
Okay, come on, Sue Ann, that's not true. I'd love to see you working here. Imagine spending 8 hours a day with you. Day in, day out. Unfortunately, I can't hire you. Shucks, what a shame.
Why can't you?
Huh? What? Oh, it's because, Mary, it's up to Mary, you see. Mary is the producer, and she makes all those decisions. So it's out of my chubby little hands.
Would you ask her for me?
You want me to ask her?
Oh, please, please, no. I'm desperate. I've no place to turn. I'm weak and helpless. I'm lost in my own sorrow.
Okay, I'll ask her.
Swell.
Hi.
Hi, you busy?
No, come on in. Would you like a drink?
Yeah, thanks. Mary, I came over here because I made a pretty important decision, and I wanted to tell you about it.
Oh?
Yeah. I've decided to give you a lot more authority in the newsroom.
Wow, Mr. Grant, that's terrific. That's exciting.
Huh?
What made you suddenly decide that?
Well, I was sitting in the bar just now having a beer. I held up my glass and I looked at it. You know what I saw? A reflection of my face. But I looked like an old man, Mary. It was my face, but I had all white hair.
You had white hair?
From the beer foam. It made me realize something. I'm not getting any younger. And that's when I decided that now was the time to start delegating more of my authority. So, from now on, little Mary Richards is going to be making some very big decisions.
Well, Mr. Grant, gee, I don't know what to say. It's really nice that you have that kind of confidence in me.
From now on, you're going to be totally in charge of hiring people. When you want to hire somebody, you don't have to check with me. It'll be your decision.
Wow.
And if you don't want to hire someone, that'll be your decision, too. Do you think you can handle that, Mary?
Oh, Mr. Grant, I know I can.
Good. Sue Ann wants a job in the newsroom.
Gee.
So she'll do anything. I said it's up to you.
So that's what this is all about.
Hmm?
Giving me more responsibility. Has nothing to do with seeing your face in a beer glass. You just don't have the nerve to say no to Sue Ann.
Mary, how can I turn her down? She feels I owe it to her because of, you know.
Hello, Mary.
Sue Ann. Well, look who's here, Mr. Grant. Sue Ann.
Hello, Lou.
Hi, Sue Ann.
May I come in?
Yes.
Mary, I couldn't wait till tomorrow, so I thought I'd drop by tonight and find out what you decided.
Well, gee, Sue Ann, Mr. Grant, just told me about your, offer, and, wow. I mean, I'm just so overwhelmed. You know, I just haven't had a chance to decide.
Well, then, let me just say this, dear. Now, I know you and I have not been the best of friends.
Well...
And there have been times when we've had our differences. But, Mary, if you hire me, I'll do a wonderful job for you, and I'll be grateful forever, I swear it.
I'm sorry, Sue Ann. I can't. I hate to say no, but I have to think about what's right for the newsroom. I hope you understand.
Mary's decision.
All right, right, Mary. Listen, I understand. I don't feel guilty. No hard feelings. Goodbye, Lou. Thanks for trying.
Look at me. How could you do that to me? I feel like such a rat. That was a lousy thing to do, Mr. Grant.
You're right, Mary. You're right. I just didn't know any other way to get out of it because of, you know.
Yes, I know.
Listen, no, I'm really sorry. It was really rotten of me putting you on the spot like that. And I promise you, I'll never do anything like that again. You forgive me?
No.
Well, what would it take for you to forgive me?
You tell Sue Ann you lied. You tell her it was your idea. You tell her you're sorry. You tell me you're sorry. And you promise me you will never put me in a position like that again.
Oh, to hell with it.
Okay, get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Be sure to stay tuned to WJM for another hilarious episode of My Mother the Car. The fun begins when Mom gets a lube job.
That was wonderful, sweetheart.
I never thought I'd say this to a man, but get your hand off my knee.
Hi, Sue Ann. I thought I'd stop by and see how you're doing.
Hello, Mary. I'm doing fine. Just fine.
So this is where they have you working.
This is where they have me working.
Cozy.
It is that. And of course, it gets a little cramped for a woman with a bosom. You do fine in here, dear. Oh, Mary, I'm really glad you're here. I mean, listen, if you've been feeling bad about not giving me a job in the newsroom, don't, because as you can see, I'm doing very well. And of course, working from 4 to midnight kind of interferes with my love life. But then again, so did working 9 to 5.
Sue Ann, I feel just rotten about this.
Mary, why in the world should you feel rotten? After all, I have you to thank for putting me here.
Sue Ann, I had no idea. I didn't realize that they...
Not another word, dear. Here, you sit right down here. I want you to see exactly how it is.
Well, no, thanks, Sue Ann. That's all right.
You won't even do that for me?
Well, sure, of course.
Mary, say hi to Sam, our engineer.
Hello?
Oh, Mary, don't mind Sam. It's just his way of saying hi. It's when he gets to glad to see you, you have to worry.
You want to wet your whistle?
No, thank you. I prefer my whistle dry.
Okay.
Isn't that a beautiful aroma, Mary? It's like living in Fidel Castro's mouth. Of course, Sam isn't on duty every day. Sometimes I get to work with Tiny. He weighs 480 pounds, but he carries it well. And fortunately, he doesn't smoke cigars.
Well, that's good.
He chews tobacco.
Yeah, be careful on your way out. Don't step in the spittoon.
Oh, I wondered what that was.
Mary?
I've just seen what they've got Sue Ann doing, and it made me shudder. Go ahead, Mary. I've changed my mind. Go ahead and hire Sue Ann.
No.
Okay, then. I'll take the responsibility. I'll hire her.
Just hold it, Buster.
Was that Mary?
It wasn't me, Lou.
You can't use me like this, Mr. Grant. You gave me a responsibility, and I took it. It wasn't easy for me, but I made the decision, and I am not going to hire Sue Ann just because everyone feels sorry for her.
Mary, what are you doing? We're not allowed to stand up to Lou.
I'll tell you what. You come with me now. You watch where they've got Sue Ann. Then if you don't want to give her a job, you don't give her a job.
All right, fine.
Murray? If that were me, if I were fired, what do you think Lou and Mary would be doing right now?
Throwing confetti. Dancing in the streets, turning cartwheels, drinking champagne.
Right. Anything to cover up their pain.
Okay, 3 minutes to rehearsal. Can I help you?
Yeah, we're looking for Sue Ann Nivens.
Oh, she's Aunt Daisy today. Aunt Daisy, some people here to see you.
You look...
Go on, say it. I look preposterous.
No. You look fresh as a daisy.
Yeah. Nice hat.
Come on, have I sunk so low that people are patronizing me with compliments like that?
Sue Ann, you're back on television. It's not that bad.
Maybe you're right, Mary.
Okay, Sue Ann, we're ready to start.
Hi, Mucky. I sure wish Aunt Daisy was here to talk to us about our problem.
Oh, here she comes now.
Well, how are my two favorite fluffy little cottontails, Hucky and Mucky?
Not so good, Aunt Daisy.
Well, why not, Mucky?
Because, Sue Ann, you're blocking my shot.
I'm
I thought you said you worked on television before.
Oh, I'm
You
sorry.
don't know enough to stand on your mark.
I didn't
I
realize-
told them I didn't want her on this show.
Well, we'll just have to live with it.
Well, if you're going to criticize me, why can't you just come out here and at least have the courtesy to speak in your natural voice?
Because, honey, some of us are professionals, and when we get into character, we stay in character, okay?
Well, how are my favorite fluffy little cottontails, Hucky and Mucky?
Not so good,
Hey! Who are those people on my set? This is a closed rehearsal.
They're friends of mine. Mary, Lou, this is Hucky and Mucky. Hucky and Mucky, this is Mary and Louie. Lou.
How do you...
Listen, if you don't mind, we're not here to run a social hour. We're here to work. Sue Ann, let's see if we can get through this without your screwing up.
Hey, look, fella. You don't have to talk that way to this woman.
Sue Ann, will you tell your fat friend to get lost?
You want to come out here and say that?
What's the matter? You too fat to come in here?
Will you look at what you're doing?
Yeah. I lost my head. Mary, I think you better take me back to the newsroom.
Yeah, right. Bye, Sue Ann.
Oh, I wish you were taking me with you.
Yeah, well...
I'm really sorry, Sue.
Okay, Aunt Daisy, let's take it from the top.
I can't take any more. Today was the final humiliation. I was ordered off the set by 2 rabbits. I just quit. He's beaten me. I didn't even get my 3 months' pay.
Sue Ann, I feel just terrible about what you've been going through. I really do. I wish I could help you, but I still feel the decision I made was right. Please don't ask me to change my mind.
All right, Mary. I won't ask you to change your mind. Lou, ask her to change your mind.
You bet I will. Mary, where's your compassion? Take a look at this woman. Did you ever see anyone so pitiful?
Mr. Grant, you want me to hire her out of pity?
Of course not.
It's okay by me.
Mary, this woman has seen more than just a few summers.
Not many.
Okay, so she's not perfect. So she's a pain in the rump, a gossip. Throws herself at every pair of pants she sees.
Maybe I better just send in a resume.
Look at this woman. In 20 years, this could be you.
Mr. Grant, you have got to realize that when you take on responsibility, sometimes it isn't an easy thing to do. You've got to make decisions that are tough and unpleasant and... Sue Ann, you start on Monday.
What?
We'll give you a job.
Oh, Mary. Mary, I'm very grateful. Thank you for saving my job. I won't let you down. Thank you.
That was a nice thing you did.
That was a terrible thing I did. I hired someone for all the wrong reasons. Not on the basis of merit or qualifications, but simply because I felt sorry for her.
Come on, Mary. That's not such a terrible reason. What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? Mr. Grant, there are people who went to journalism school, who worked long, hard hours to get a chance at a job in this newsroom. And they deserved it. And now they won't get that chance because I weakened, because I felt guilty, because I had pity for someone.
Well, it's not the first time it's happened.
Well, a good news executive wouldn't have done that.
I did.
When?
7 years ago, a young girl walked into my office. And even though she had never been in a newsroom before, she had the audacity to sputter out a request for a job as an associate producer. You know who I'm talking about?
I didn't have very many qualifications, did I?
You had zilch. I ever tell you the reason why I hired you? A little run. A tiny little run in your stocking on your knee. And you kept trying to cover it up. A little run.
And you noticed that?
It's hard not to notice something with two hands, a pocketbook, and a leg over it. And I thought to myself, what kind of a girl is this who is so afraid of a thing like that? You think that was a bad reason to hire you?
It was kind of sweet.
It was damn sweet. That's what I've been trying to tell you. There are plenty of times in life when you do the competent, responsible thing. But every once in a while, we need to be damn sweet. If we're lucky, we'll never have to regret it.
Mr. Grant, have you ever, regretted it on hiring me? I've done a pretty good job, haven't I?
Pretty good? You kidding? You've done a whale of a job. You've been just great. Till you went and hired Sue Ann.
who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm upset, outraged, and angered.
Oh, well, what happened, Ted? Didn't you like your prize and your Fruit Loops?
No, that was fine. What's in this paper? Read it, Mary. It'll make you sick.
New York news personality Gordon Howard, the former WJM weatherman, arrived last night for a visit in the Twin Cities. Hey!
How about that? Gordy's back. That's great.
Wait, you didn't hear the rest.
In an airport interview, Howard confirmed the signing of a contract to host a network morning show, as well as 4 primetime specials at a reported salary of $250,000 a year. Huh.
See? I told you it'd make you sick.
That son of a gun. I always knew he had talent. I knew it when I hired him as weatherman. There was just something about the way he handled his pointer.
Oh, yeah. Well, I saw it, too. I mean, remember when I used him as co-anchorman with Ted? You know, that was the first time Gordy ever did the news.
Oh, yeah. Well, I hate to take credit for someone's success, but once he was crossing the street and I didn't hit him with my car.
You're right, Murray. We're being silly. The only one responsible for Gordy's success is Gordy himself, and he made it through talent, perseverance, and... Hello? Gordy! Hey, congratulations. We just read the good news. Yeah? Oh, sure. Come on down. Sure, hurry up. He's upstairs at the station owner's office. He's coming right down.
Listen to this. The morning show will feature candid conversations with major celebrities. Production will begin as soon as the network selects a suitable co-host.
Co-host? Co-host. So, my dear, sweet, intimate friend needs a co-host.
Aw, Ted. You know what he's going to do, don't you? He's going to embarrass all of us.
No, he's not. And I'm going to make sure he doesn't. Ted?
A co-host. He's going to have to pick a co-host.
Ted, will you listen to me? Ted, the minute Gordy walks in here, I don't want you to fawn, beg, or toady for that co-host job.
Okay, Lou. Can I grovel?
I mean it, Ted.
Don't be ridiculous, Lou. When I meet Gordy, it's going to be one professional meeting another.
Hey, anybody here seen my pointer?
Gordy!
Murray, what do you say, man? Hi, Murray.
Hi.
How are you? Gordy, that's great news. Great news. Ted, how are you, man?
Wonder why Gordy wanted to have lunch here. I mean, we could have gone to Antoine's.
Mary, Gordy's a simple guy, and I'm sure he likes things easy and relaxed. I'm sure it makes him quite uncomfortable to have people make a big fuss over him. Do you understand?
Mr. Grant, are you implying that I'm making Gordy feel uncomfortable?
Well, I don't know about Gordy, but you're sure making me uncomfortable. I mean, panting and gushing over him the way he talks about meeting all those celebrities.
I didn't pant and gush.
Oh? You actually had lunch with Charles Nelson Riley?
I'm trying to be a little more blasé.
Thank you.
This is the commissary.
Yeah.
You remember the commissary, don't you, Gordo?
Oh, yeah.
Or as we call it, Cramp City.
Is everything just as you remembered it? Everything.
Say, Gordo, speaking of remembering, do you remember when we did the news together? I mean, as a team?
Yeah, sure, Ted.
Does it give you any ideas?
Ideas?
Ted, aren't you supposed to meet Georgette for lunch today?
Well, that was over an hour ago. She's probably finished by now.
Georgette, got yourself a new girlfriend, huh?
Oh, hey, that's right. You don't know. Ted got married last year.
Well, Ted got married. Somebody finally trapped a silver fox.
Yep, and they have a little baby girl, and they adopted a 12-year-old boy.
A 12-year-old boy. How about that?
A great kid, too.
Yeah, I'd sure like to meet him sometime, Ted.
You would? Wait here. I'll get him out of school.
Turkey? No, Ted's all right. Oh, thanks, Lou.
So, Gordy, tell us all about the people that people you've met.
Mary, I can't believe it. The money they're paying me to interview celebrities on television. You know, last week I interviewed Barbara Streisand. Huh?
Barbara Streisand.
Yeah. And the week before that, Sir Laurence Olivier.
The English fellow.
Yeah, but I really couldn't believe it when I found myself 2 weeks ago sitting on a mountaintop in Utah shooting the breeze with Robert Redford. Huh?
Robert Redford. Good little actor. Good.
He's really a simple guy. Likes skiing, the outdoors. You two would probably hit it off pretty good.
Well, I certainly wouldn't be averse to meeting Redford if the situation ever arose.
You'll have to excuse Mary, Gordy. She's a little overawed at the idea of meeting all those celebrities.
Yeah, well, who isn't? I mean, on the outside, I'm Mr. Cool, but on the inside, I'm jumping up and down and saying, hey, man, you are Willie Mays.
You actually met Willie Mays?
Well, you guys are beautiful. I sure am glad I had time to stop by and see you.
Hey, I got a great idea. Why don't we make a little party for Gordy tonight?
Hey, terrific.
Yeah, I don't know, Lou. I've been invited out by the station owner, and I don't know if I can get out of it.
Bring him along. The more the merrier.
Okay, I'll see if I can swing it.
Great.
Excuse me, Mr. Howard. I'm Janet Downing from WJM Publicity.
Yeah.
There's some reporters and photographers downstairs. I wonder if you'd mind talking to them for a little while.
Boy, that's the way it's been ever since I got this job. Photo sessions, articles, interviews. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Do you want me to tell them you're not here?
Are you crazy?
So what time should I be there?
Beware.
It's your place for the party.
Mr. Grant, I'm not going to give the party tonight.
Sure you will.
Oh, I won't. Mr. Grant, I have 1,000 things to do. I've got to prepare the budget report for tomorrow morning. I've got letters to write. I have to do my tax return.
Okay. I'll have the party at my place.
Good. What time shall I be there?
Hey, where's Gordo?
He's downstairs.
Too bad. I wanted him to meet my adopted son.
It's not your son.
If I get that job, he will be.
Ted, Murray, there's a party tonight. Can you come?
Oh, sure. What time, man?
Don't ask me, Murr. It's at Mr. Grant's house.
Right, 8:30, special occasion.
Oh, terrific, Lou. Terrific.
Oh, special occasion, huh? Like maybe a surprise going-away party for a local anchorman soon to be skying to Gotham?
Oh, Ted. We face facts. Don't you think that if Gordy were going to ask you to be his co-host, he would have asked you by now?
Yeah, you're right. I'd better ask him.
Ted, don't do that.
Why, Mary? They're going to need a co-host. It could very easily be me. And in this business, it's not how good you are that gets you hired, it's who you know.
And now I know someone. God bless him, I know Gordy.
Hey, we're on for tonight, Lou.
Okay, great. It's 8:30, my place.
Gordo, I got to talk to you for a minute, Lou. I'll need your office.
Look, Ted,
remember, Lou, when I make it, you'll know me. In here, Gordo.
What's happening?
Be gentle.
Yeah. You want to see me?
Sit down, Gordo.
Sure. What'd you want to talk about?
Well, I just wondered if there was any favor I could do for you while you're in town.
Well, thanks, Ted, but I don't need any favors done now.
Well, that's all I was going to say.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, there is maybe one little thing you could do for me.
Name it.
Could you give me that co-host job on your show?
Gordo, believe me, I'm great.
I can talk way deeper than this.
Good evening. This is Ted Baxter with the news.
Oh, Ted, don't do this. You're really putting me in a rough spot.
All I'm asking you to do is recommend me, Gordo. Tell them how great I am. It's not as if I were asking you to lie. Gordo, believe me, we'll be a great team. Me, a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, and you, a black Anglo-Saxon Protestant?
Ted, I'm sorry. I know how much this job means to you, but I just can't recommend you for it.
Why not?
Because I can't.
Well, I want to know why. Gordo, I'm entitled to know the reason. I mean, you owe me that. I mean, I want the truth. I mean, what is it? You think I'm not good enough?
Oh, Ted.
No, come on. If that's the reason, I want to know. I mean, is that what you think, that I'm not good enough? I mean, go ahead, say it if it's true. Don't worry, I'm man enough to take it.
Okay, Ted, maybe that's the reason. Maybe I don't think you're good enough. Boy, he really took that rough. If only he hadn't asked me why I couldn't recommend him.
What'd you say?
Told him I didn't think he was good enough.
And he bought it?
Lou, I'll see you at your place tonight, huh?
All right, take care.
Murray?
See you, Gordy.
Lou, you didn't replace me yet, did you?
No, Ted, the job's still yours.
Oh, thanks. Do you know what Gordy said to me?
What, Ted?
None of your business. Anyway, that clown doesn't know what he's talking about. Third-rate opportunist, made it on pure luck.
Well, Ted, if that's the way you feel, maybe you shouldn't go to the party tonight.
I wouldn't miss it. I didn't get a chance to tell that guy what I really think of him. Oh, I can't wait. Believe me, sparks are going to fly tonight.
Why are you smiling?
Well, I can't help it, Mr. Grant. There's a party tonight. Two of the guests are ready to tear into each other. The tension's mounting. Sounds like one of my typical parties. But it's not. It's yours.
It's open.
Hi. Thought I'd come by early and see if you need any help.
Oh, that's okay, Mary. Sit down, have a drink.
Mr. Grant, this place is not ready for a party.
Why? Why not?
You're kidding, aren't you?
Well, what's wrong with the way the place is?
The place looks like a dump, Mr. Grant.
Hey, that's not nice. You come into somebody's house and say it looks like a dump? What do you think, I don't have any feelings? This is my home.
Mr. Grant, in a few minutes, Gordy is going to be walking through that door with Mr. and Mrs. Cobb, who happen to own the station where you and I work. Yeah. And you don't have any hangers?
Just throw your coat on the bed. That's not so unusual. I've been to a lot of elegant parties where the hostess says, just throw your coats on the bed.
Do you think you could make your bed first?
What for? They're only going to throw coats on. Well, Mary, maybe there is something in what you say. Mrs. Cobb is sort of a fussy broad. Come on, Mary, can't you just help a little?
Boy, you really are amazing. You know that I am actually feeling a twinge of guilt? And all I did was walk through that door as a guest. No. Clean it up yourself.
Well, I thought I had until you walked in here. I guess maybe I had better tidy up a little more. Aren't you even going to help me?
I'm not going to lift a finger.
Okay. Do what you want. Everybody will think you helped me anyway. Just remember, don't make it like your place. Make it real.
Mr. Grant, your guests are going to be here any minute. Have you checked to make sure you have enough ice, soda, glasses?
I've got enough ice. I've got enough soda. I've got enough glasses.
I see only 4 glasses here.
Well, they can take turns. All right. I'll go in the kitchen, get some more glasses.
While you're at it, you better get me a vacuum cleaner. Or a shovel. See. Men.
How many more glasses we need?
I'd say at least 6.
Well, I don't know if I can eat that much jelly. Just throw your coats on the bed. Take off your shoes if you want to. Pretty good party, huh?
Well, Lou, this drink has really got a very interesting taste. Vodka and something else I can't quite put my finger on. What is it? It's,
boysenberry.
My favorite.
Yeah?
Well, frankly, it doesn't taste like boysenberry to me.
No, yours is peanut butter.
Hi, Mary.
How's it going?
Pretty good for a first party.
Let me take your coat, honey.
Thanks, Ted.
Here, just put them in the bedroom.
Listen, Ted, I don't want you to make any trouble with Gordy tonight.
Oh, nothing to worry about, Lou. Thought it all over, and I realized I was being childish about the whole thing. In fact, I'm going over now to wish him luck.
Good.
Oh, Mr. Cobb, Mrs. Cobb.
Good evening, Ted. You know, we were just talking. Who would have thought when you were doing the news with Gordy that he would be the one to become a huge success, huh?
Well, I just came over to wish you well in New York, Arnold.
Hey, Ted, that's real nice of you. Thanks.
Yeah, well, best of luck. Or as they say in showbiz, break a leg. And an arm and a neck and a spine. Well, am I behaving myself?
Yes, you are. Aren't you going to introduce me to Gordy?
Oh, all right. Gordo, I'd like to meet my wife, Georgette.
Georgette? How do you do?
A woman I'd much rather have than $250,000 a year. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, Ted, yeah.
Want to trade? I'm sorry. Just testing Gordo. I mean, good jobs come and go. I mean, you're hot one minute and you're down the next. But I'll always have this fine woman here.
I know how you feel, Ted. I got a wife myself. You're a lucky man.
Oh, you got a wife, too?
Yeah.
Well, I've got kids. I've got 2 kids.
I've got children myself.
How many?
It doesn't matter.
How many?
3.
Do you have a match?
Yeah, I think I do.
Well, I've got a gold lighter. Tell us, Gordo, tell us lowly creatures what it's like to be living on the top.
It's no different from your life, Ted. Nothing special, no big deal.
Oh, well, I don't think you got your job the same way I got mine. I mean, we all know how those jobs are gotten. Right, boss?
You know, Ted, when I told you before that my life is the same as yours, I was lying. It's better. Want to hear the terms of my contract, Ted?
Oh, no.
Yeah. I'll tell you, Ted.
No, I don't want to hear.
I got a penthouse in the East 60s.
Oh.
And the company pays for it. That's right, Ted. You know I get to work every day? Chauffeured limo, to and from. Chauffeured limo, Ted. That's right. And my picture hangs right next to Walter Cronkite. Oh, and about the clothes, Ted. You know we got a tie-in with the clothing store. That's right, baby. Free clothes. All my clothes are free. I'm sorry. He had it coming.
You sure told him, honey.
Ted. Sit down.
Thanks for having us over, Mary. I think Ted's feeling better already.
My life is over.
Ted, you're doing very well. You make a good living. You're a celebrity. You've won some awards.
6.
4.
4 for the news, 2 for bowling. What a good it's done me, though.
Ted, I think I know what you're going through.
No, you don't. No one ever knows what you're going through, and they say they know what you're going through. I say it all the time. I haven't got a clue.
So why don't you just let me take a shot at it? I think you had a dream. You dreamed that you started from nowhere and you made it all the way to the top. Became rich, successful in every way, loved. And recently you've begun to become aware the time is slipping away and your life has turned out a little differently from the dream. In fact, compared to the dream, you think your life isn't all that terrific. And it's begun to bother you.
It's amazing, Mary. How did you know that was my problem?
Ted, that's everybody's problem. I had a dream once. I dreamed of becoming a ballerina. Took so many classes, I practiced so hard in the hopes that one day I'd dance with the finest ballet company and I'd win the cheers of audiences all over the world.
So you wanted to be a world-famous dancer? And you wound up as a producer of a local news show?
That's right.
Boy, you really blew it. I mean, compared to you, how great. At least, I'm an anchorman somewhere.
That's right, Ted, you are.
But you're not a dancer anywhere.
Well, no, I'm not.
Boy, you must feel rotten.
Well, no.
I mean, it must really eat you up. I mean, every day to have to say to yourself, I'm not a ballerina and I never will be.
No, I don't see you say that every day.
Oh, you poor kid. Say, Georgette, all of a sudden I feel a lot better about myself.
That's great, Ted.
And I'm not even mad at Gordy anymore. I guess I never was. I was mad at life because I thought it let me down, but it didn't let me down. It let Mary down.
Ted, I think we better be going. The sitter's waiting.
Oh, right. Let's go. Thanks for cheering me up, Mary.
I hope Ted didn't say anything to upset you, Mary.
No.
Well, thanks again.
can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Good morning, guys. Hello, anybody home? Hello?
I never could resist a wax floor, even as a kid.
Ted, can't you do this at home before you come in?
Well, yeah, I do. But this is a much better floor. Except for that little ridge there.
Oh?
Other than that, it's a piece of cake.
Oh, good. Good.
Lou, I always do things like this when I'm bored.
Uh-huh.
I mean, sometimes people act nuts when they're bored.
Uh-huh. Sometimes people act nuts when they're nuts.
You want to know why I'm bored, Louis? Because the news has been so dull lately. When are we going to get some exciting news? Last 3 nights been nothing but human interest junk.
Ted, we can't report any exciting news unless something exciting happens in the world. And nothing very exciting is happening lately.
Well, then why don't we give them some old news? Flash! Germany has just surrendered unconditionally.
Ted, that happened over 30 years ago.
I know, but maybe people would like to hear it again. Mary, when are we going to get some exciting news to report?
Well, Ted, you may be in luck. They've had some interesting progress on a medical research project at the university. Seems they may be close to a cure for the common cold.
How close?
Well, they've cured over 80% of the rats in the experiment.
Well, I can just hear myself reading that headline.
Good news for rat lovers. No longer do we have to endure the heartbreaking sound of a rat with sniffles. Thanks, Rosemary.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Murray Slaughter.
Well, you've come to the right place, but he's not in yet. You can wait if you like.
Oh, thank you. I won't be in the way.
No, I'll try not to even notice you're here.
Oh, I'm not sure I want you to go that far.
Would you like to have a seat?
No, thanks. I've been sitting in a plane for weeks.
Where have you been?
Florence, Cairo, Copenhagen, Buffalo.
Buffalo?
I wanted to get in some sightseeing. Buffalo is my home office.
Oh, what do you do?
I'm an international financial consultant.
Oh.
What do you do?
I'm a domestic news producer. I'm Mary Richards.
My pleasure.
Gee, you know, I always thought if anyone ever really did that to me, I'd laugh. And I did.
I'm sorry, Mary. I've been abroad for so long. I guess it was automatic.
No, it's okay.
I'm Doug Booth.
How do you do? I liked your way better.
Mary, I'm being presumptuous. You know next to nothing about me. You're not the kind of woman that does things in such incredibly short notice. And now that I've anticipated every objection you could possibly make, how about having dinner with me tomorrow night?
Well, I'm sorry. I have other plans.
Oh, how could I have missed that one?
How about tonight?
Well, tonight I'm having dinner with Murray and his wife. Unless you'd like to make it a foursome.
Sure, a foursome will be fine.
Well, then it's a date, Mary.
It's a date, Doug. Oh, here's Murray now.
Murray! Dad!
Gee, I don't know why that club had to close so early.
Well, I think the band needed a break to untune their instruments. They were getting dangerously close to the melody. Besides, it was getting a little late.
Yeah, but they stopped just as I was catching on to that new dance of yours. What's it called?
The waltz.
The waltz. Oh, Doug, it was a wonderful evening. It really was.
Oh, you don't have to convince me. I was there.
And I had no idea there's so many places to dance in Minneapolis. Did you, Murray? Weren't they right behind us?
I thought so. Do you suppose they went for a moonlight stroll?
Somehow I doubt that.
Look, Marie, they're still at it.
There you are.
Well, we haven't seen you two since the elevator.
Oh, Murray and I are both stiff. We haven't been dancing for 10 years.
Wasn't it fun?
Oh, yeah, fun. I think I strained my trick ankle.
Murray, I thought you always said you had a trick knee.
That's one of its tricks.
Well, you'd better sit down. Put it up. Can I get you anything?
Oh, no? Thanks, Mayor. If I had another drink, I'd be in no condition to watch Marie drive.
How about you, Doug? Would you like a brandy?
Sure, let's have one for the road.
All right.
Hey, what time is it anyway, Dad?
Oh, it's only 3:30.
3:30? Marie, the babysitter.
Oh, relax, honey. I called her and told her we'd be late.
How come you never mentioned your father before?
I have, Mary. You've heard me talk about my old man.
Oh, old man. There, you see, it was your choice of words that threw me.
Well, now, that's very nice, Mary, but aren't you a little bit aware of the difference in our ages?
No.
Oh, come on. How old do you think I am?
40.
Oh, Murray is 42.
We married early. I hope you're going to be in town for a while.
Well, I don't know how long. Can we see each other again?
I'd like that.
Then I may linger a long while.
Good.
Look at that. Murray was always so cute when he was asleep.
Have you spent much time in Minneapolis?
Oh, I was raised here. It's a wonderful city. I'm anxious to show you one of my favorite places, Stockholm. Have you ever seen Stockholm in the spring?
No. What's it like?
Well, very much like it is in the winter.
In Stockholm.
School.
Gosh. Dad, we've got to get you home to bed.
Oh, yes, way past my bedtime. Sorry to be such a party pooper.
Don't worry, Dad. None of us is getting any younger.
Oh, good night, Mary.
Good night.
Good night, Mary.
I'll call you tomorrow.
Come on, Dad, before you fall asleep on your feet.
He's not so cute when he's awake.
Doug.
I'm sorry to disturb you, Mary, but I forgot something.
Oh, what'd you forget?
I forgot to leave my hat so I could come back and do this.
You sneak.
You watch out, Mary. Next time I might forget my overcoat.
Oh, Mary, Marie wanted me to invite you over tonight. We're going to have a little get-together for Dad.
Well, as a matter of fact, Mary...
It's okay, Mary. You don't have to accept. We're just going to have some family and some old friends.
No, Murray, I'm coming anyway. Doug asked me this morning.
Oh, hey, well, it's very nice of you, Mary.
It's my pleasure.
Hey, listen, I want to tell you how much I appreciate you going out with Dad. It really means a lot to the old guy.
Gee, Murr, every time you talk about your father, you make him sound like Kris Kringle. He looks and acts a lot younger than he is, you know. In fact, I was shocked when you told me he's your father.
When I told you? And you didn't know it when you agreed to go out with him?
No. I mean, you have different last names. I didn't know your mother had married twice.
Well, if you didn't know he was my father, why did you go out with him?
Because he's a charming and attractive man. And because I like him and enjoy his company.
That's the most disgusting thing I ever heard.
Murray, what's so disgusting about my going out with your father?
Look, the thought of you two together is just ridiculous.
Gee, I've never seen you so upset over something so
Well, Mary, my
silly.
father is 68 years old, and that makes him 30 years older than you are.
Well, to me, Murray, age is irrelevant, insignificant, and completely unimportant. And he's 31 years older.
I just can't believe that you're serious. I mean, I've heard of May-December romances, but you two wouldn't be on the same calendar.
Murray, I have had some of the best times with your father that I have had with any man.
Oh, you don't have to tell me my father's a fun date. He used to take me and my little pals to the circus every year. Oh, in case you're interested, he gives a terrific piggyback ride.
Murray, any man who is that vital, dynamic, and energetic at 3 in the morning shouldn't be put out to pasture.
Not while I'm riding. I'm sorry if I interrupted something. Lou was kind enough to take me for a test drive in a new car I'm thinking of buying.
No, what kind of a car, Sue Ann?
Well, actually, it's a van. It's a customized lavender number with retractable headlights and little pink hearts all over the rear end.
Sounds just like the dress you wore to the Christmas party.
My headlights aren't retractable. It's a terrific van. It's so roomy. If I had to, I could put a bed in it.
If you had to, you could put a bed on a motorcycle.
Murray. I understand your dad's in town.
Yeah.
Does his forehead go back to his ankles, too?
My father happens to be a great-looking guy, Sue Ann. Ask Mary.
It's true.
As a matter of fact, Mary is dating him.
What?
Oh, yeah?
Well, we've only known each other a couple of days, but, yes, I'm going out with him.
Well, how old is he?
Well, I don't know.
He's a sexagenarian.
Has a lovely ring to it.
You're dating a man in his 60s? Gee, I didn't know you were interested in old guys, Mary. Hey, you want me to see what my dad's doing this weekend?
That's so very amusing, Mr. Grant.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mary. Just a little joke. Nothing wrong with a relationship between an older man and a younger woman. As a matter of fact, this could turn out to be good for me.
How?
Well, Murray's been refusing to work late. If you get serious with his father and get married, when he refuses to work late, I'll get you to talk to him. How could he say no to his mommy?
It's nice that my life provides such fun for you people.
Ah, come on, Mary. You know I'm just kidding. You know I don't think that. I respect your judgment in this matter.
Thank you.
Now, Murray, you can give your father a message from me.
Well, what is it, Lou?
Mary, never you mind what anybody says. If you're attracted to this man, you go right on and go out with him. No matter how old he is. Of course, you may not get much action, but then you never did.
You know, I'm glad you're coming tonight, Mayor. It'll give you a chance to meet Dad's friends and relatives. That'll give me a chance to discuss this problem with you and Dad together.
Problem? What problem?
There's no problem, Ted. But you must know Murray's upset because I'm dating his father, who's a good deal older than I am. Everyone else has made some snide, cynical remark. Now it's your turn. Take your shot, Ted.
I don't see anything wrong with it. Makes perfect sense to me.
That one hurt.
You're the terrific nuts. I know you're gonna love them. What's it? Oh, here, help yourself. Plenty more. Hi, everybody's been asking for you.
Hi.
Here, let me take your coats.
Hello, Marie. Hi, Mary.
There are people here I haven't seen since the war, and don't ask me which war.
Isn't it great to see them all again?
No.
Tom, come on, Dad.
Afraid you'll have to excuse us, Mary.
All right.
Well, why don't I introduce you around, huh?
Okay.
Ronnie, this is Mary Richards, Ronnie Williams.
How do you do?
Mary?
Ronnie and Dad used to be business partners. They ran a men's store in Chicago.
Yes, it was a real nice operation. Too bad we had to give it up.
What happened?
The Depression.
Of 1929?
I know when.
We had no one to blame but ourselves. Doug and I both voted Republican in '28.
Hey, just think, Mary. You're probably the only girl on your block with a boyfriend who voted for Herbert Hoover.
Boyfriend?
Well, actually...
Yeah, Mary's out with Dad tonight, Ron.
Well, I'll have to go and give Doug my hearty congratulations. I guess he's got a lot more money than I thought he had.
Well, how do you like the party so far, Mary?
Don't think I don't see what you're doing, Murray.
I'm only trying to be a gracious host, Mary. Hey, let's go meet some more people, huh?
Murray.
Oh, hiya, Joe.
Hi. Hey, did your dad get here?
Oh, yeah, he's over there. Oh, Joe, have you met Mary? Mary's dad's date for tonight.
Oh. Hello, Mary.
Yeah. Mary, this is Helen Holloway. Helen, this is Mary Richards.
How do you
so
do?
nice to meet you.
Mary is Dad's date for the evening, Helen.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Helen and Dad used to go together, too.
Yes, for about a year. But we had to break up because my parents didn't approve of my going out with an older man.
Well, it was very nice meeting you, Helen.
It was nice meeting you, too, jailbait.
Hi, Mr. Grant.
Enjoying yourself, Mary?
So?
Want me to fix you a little drink?
Yeah, sure. Some bourbon on the rocks.
Okay. How about old Granddad?
I don't know what he's having. I'm sorry, Mr. Grant. I don't know how much more of this I can take.
What's the matter?
What's the matter? Haven't you been listening? All these people, all they can talk about is age.
Well, I didn't know this meant that much to you.
Well, it must. Otherwise, why would I be so furious? It's just so frustrating having to take it.
Well, why do you have to take it?
Oh, come on. What am I going to do?
Well, you can walk into the middle of this room and tell people what's on your mind.
Well, you know I couldn't do anything like that.
Okay, then you better stop going out with him because you're going to keep getting this from people until you straighten them out.
You're right.
And it's not only for yourself. It's for Doug. He's the butt of all these jokes, too, isn't he? Shouldn't someone stand up for him, don't you think? Huh?
Excuse me, everybody. Could I please have your attention? Everybody? For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mary Richards, and I don't know what I'm doing in the middle of a living room about to tell off people I hardly know.
What'd you say?
I said my name is Mary Richards, for those of you who don't know me, and I don't know what I'm doing in the middle of a living room about to tell off people I happen to be Doug's date tonight, and if the difference in our ages shocks or bothers or bugs any of you, well, then that's your problem, but it's not ours. We're going to keep going out together just as often as we like. And right now, I think we'd like to leave. Doug, will you please take me to the home? I just couldn't believe I was actually doing it, you know? I mean, I was terrified, but now that it's over, I feel so good.
I'm glad, Mary. People never have that attitude about ages in Europe.
Right, but they had the attitude here, and the important thing is that I was able to do something about it, you know? And that's so unusual for me, Doug. I never do things like that, ever.
You're a remarkable woman.
Did you see their faces?
Oh, yes, I did.
I think I really got my point across, don't you?
Oh, yes, and then some.
Murray.
Hi. Look, I won't stay long. I just came to apologize. Now, what you said tonight was very true, and you're looking at the worst offender. I'm glad you let me have it, Mary.
Thanks, Murray.
Dad?
Forget it, son. No harm done.
I'm sorry I misbehaved, Dad. And I'll understand if you ground me. Good night.
Good night. Well, this is incredible. The one time I lose my temper, everything comes out perfectly. Could turn me into a real hothead.
Marvelous what's happened.
It really is. You know something? I may just take you up on that date to go to Stockholm.
Oh, Mary.
What?
Well, it's just that you're making what I have to say much harder.
What you have to say?
Sit down, Mary.
Why?
Just do, please.
Oh, no. No, you're not gonna...
Yes, there's another woman.
Oh, no.
I met her in London last year, and I spent the summer with her. I thought it was all over. But she called today, and just talking to her made me realize how well our lives fit together. I wanted to tell you before the party, but I just didn't get a chance.
I just gave the Sermon on the Mount back there, and you're dumping me.
Mary, we've only been out twice.
I know.
Well, I hope to see you again sometime.
Sure. You call me the next time you're in Minneapolis.
Oh, I certainly will.
And I'll call you the next time I'm in Zurich.
Thanks for everything, Mary.
Thank you, Doug. Doug, this is going to seem a little odd after the stand I took back there, but how old is she?
37.
37?
Yes.
My age. Born in 1939?
That's right.
What month?
March.
Ah, I was born in April, which makes it all pretty clear.
What's that?
You obviously want a woman closer to your own age. Doug, you forget your hat.
I'm really sorry, Mary. Goodbye.
Goodbye. You old coot.
Go in.
Here's tonight's rundown, Mr. Grant.
Oh, good.
Mr. Grant, I need someone to talk to. Doug and I broke up.
Oh. That age thing was a little too much for you after all, huh?
Well, I guess. I mean, yeah, sure, there was the age thing, and, well, what with his going back to Europe to be with another woman, I just thought it was best to call a halt to things.
The old guy dropped you, huh?
Well, it's nice to know what you find amusing, Mr. Grant. I cut my finger in the kitchen yesterday. It bled a lot. You like that?
Not as much as the old guy dropping you.
Sorry, I bothered.
No. Come on. What did you want to say?
Well, I just like to think that when you have these experiences in life, you can learn something from them, you know? And I was up a couple of hours last night, Mr. Grant, and I can't learn anything from this. I was wondering if you could help me sort it out.
Sure. Let's review it. You met a very old man. And because you liked him, you risked the gossip and small talk and opened your heart to him. Then suddenly he hops a plane and picks up where he left off with some other woman. What can we learn from this?
Even though it didn't work out, it's the experience itself that's valuable.
No, that's not it.
Okay, in spite of the fact that it ended abruptly, I got to know another human being. And you're never the loser when you meet someone special.
Uh-uh.
Well, it makes sense.
No. Here it is. You take two very different people. Different backgrounds.
Different outlooks.
Right. One more than 30 years older than the other. You bring them together with all the odds against it. Even though the whole world ridicules it can still turn out to be an utterly worthless experience.
Thank you.
can turn the world on with her smile, who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Great news, guys. At last, my true talent has been recognized. Guess what I've been asked to do for the newspapers?
Deliver them?
Joke all you want, Mary. You can't bug me. I've been asked to write an article for $200.
An article about what? And why you, if you don't mind my asking?
Oh, I don't mind. If you don't ask, how are you going to learn? My topic is freedom of the press. And they chose me as the best-known newsman in the city.
And the newspaper is paying you to write it?
200 clams, Mary, to assume my rightful place among the giants of journalism.
Ted, you can't even name the giants of journalism, much less take your place among them.
Well, that's where you're wrong, big fella.
Name two.
Well, there's Woodward Bernstein, for one. Who was very insightful this morning, incidentally, answering mixed up in Michigan.
Oh, yeah. That was the woman whose husband went to bed with his hat on. I just happened to read it. Huh?
Well, what makes you think that you can write an article, Ted?
Well, all I'll do is sit Georgette down and dictate 1,500 words to her, just like that. Just a question of stringing words together.
El piece of Keiko.
I, for one, don't think you can write 1,500 words on freedom of the press.
Oh, come on, Lou, you gotta be kidding.
Yeah?
Freedom of the press is good. Very good.
Important.
Well, that's 10 words already.
It's only 9, Ted.
So I'm not a mathematician. Words are my game.
Very important for America.
How many words does that make?
15.
15. Let's see, they're paying me $200 for 1,500 words. It's the same as $2 for 15. Yeah, not bad. I've already earned $2.
For just 3 nights' work.
Isn't going so fast, is it?
No, but don't worry. I know it's going to be wonderful once you get rolling, Ted.
Me too. I tell you what, Georgette, read me into it. Let's get a run at it. Get the old creative juices flowing. From the top, with feeling.
Freedom of the press is very, very good and very, 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 very important for America.
I certainly signed my name to that.
Your name will make it 17 words.
That's darn just what I'm really cooking.
Oh, hiya, Ted. Hi, Georgette.
Hi, Murray. What brings you here?
What brings me here? Ted,
Honey, isn't that the baby crying?
Oh, gee, I didn't even hear her.
No, small wonder with you typing away like a storm in here.
Hey, what's the big idea, Ted? You called me. You asked me to come over.
I didn't want Georgette to know.
You didn't want Georgette to know what?
That I can't write.
Well, she knows you can't read, Ted. It's not a big joke.
It's no joke, Murray. She has faith in me. She was so proud when they asked me to write this article. Now I tried and I can't.
Freedom of the press is as nice as a day at the seashore. You sure can't.
Oh, it's just off the top of my head.
Ted, the baby's sound asleep.
Oh, I didn't say baby. I meant Davy.
David is 12 years old. Why would he be crying?
Oh, did I say crying? I meant snoring.
David is snoring?
Yeah, could be his adenoids, so you'd better check, okay, honey?
Okay.
Murray, I want you to write that article for me. And I'll tell Georgette that I'm writing it at the office, and I'll give you all the money.
You will?
The whole 100.
200, Ted.
Okay, 200. But it's a secret. You can't tell anyone, not even Marie.
Not even my wife?
Murray, once one wife knows, they all know. It goes out on Jungle Telegraph. But you can't tell anyone, Murray. You can't tell a soul.
Okay, Ted, it's a deal. As it happens, I need the money. But look, pay me now before I write a word.
Right now?
Right here and now.
Ted, David isn't snoring and he had his adenoids out.
I'll be darned. David had his adenoids out. Hey, are you sure?
Yes, Ted.
You win, Murray.
I don't believe this article by Ted.
Well, what's wrong with it?
It's too good. I don't believe he wrote it. Murray, did you write it?
No.
Now, come on, really.
Really, Mary? I didn't write it.
But, Murray, there are words in here Ted couldn't possibly know about. Anachronistic, metaphor, allegorical. Where would Ted ever pick up words like that?
I don't know. Has William F. Buckley ever appeared on The Gong Show?
Hi, everybody.
Oh, hi.
Honey, are we too early?
Oh, hey, gee, I can't go to lunch for another hour.
That's okay. We'll go shopping in the meantime. Yeah. We're going to get Laurie her new coat.
Hey, good.
We were going to try to make do another year, but all of a sudden Murray decided we can afford it now.
Yeah, I'm finally going to say goodbye to this ratty-looking thing.
Oh, I see you're reading Ted's article.
Yeah.
I just finished it. It's really wonderful.
You like it?
Yeah, oh, I just saw the governor's press conference on television, and he quoted from the article.
The governor quoted from the article? Oh, isn't that exciting?
Murray, what's so exciting about the governor quoting from Ted's article?
Well, everyone isn't selfish, Mary. I mean, some of us are happy for our co-workers. It is possible.
No, it's not. Not when you're the one being happy and Ted is the co-worker.
Well, you can say what you will about Ted. He's an idiot, an imbecile, but that man sure knows how to write.
We better be going. See you later, honey.
Bye,
Mary.
Mary.
Bye.
Hi, Lou.
Hi, Murray. Hi, Laurie. Nice coat. Hey, have you seen this piece by Ted?
Yeah, isn't it terrific? You know, at first I thought Murray had written it for him.
No, this is too good, even for Murray.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, Georgette.
What about my teddy bear? I'm so proud of him I could bust my buttons. Well, actually, this dress doesn't have any buttons. It has 2 snaps and a zipper up the back. But I'm so proud I could bust 2 snaps and a zipper up the back. Sounds stupid, so I said buttons. Sue me.
No, that's okay. I understand how you feel, and I'm really glad that you're so happy.
Ted, I am so thrilled with the reaction to your article. Oh, you are getting a quality that I find more exciting than anything else. Brain power. Oh, any man who can throw words around like that. Hyperbole. Vitiate. Assiduity. Anachronistic.
By the way, Ted, would you define anachronistic for us?
Sure, Mary. It's, a man who's proud he's from Akron.
You know what perfectly amazes me is, I mean, a person can work next to somebody for so long and never see them as a sexual entity, and then all of a sudden, here he is.
Excuse me.
Oh, I mean, I've always known you were an attractive man, of course, but now I think you and I ought to get to know each other much, much better.
Sue Ann, I think it's very nice that you like Ted's article, and I'm glad you're so fond of the big words he uses. But if you don't knock it off, I'm going to vitiate your assiduity out of here.
Certainly, dear. Wouldn't have worked anyway.
Is there anything special you want for dinner, Ted?
I don't know. What do writers eat?
I'll see if I can find some alphabet soup.
Hey, isn't it crazy the way Sue Ann acted just now? Oh, I had no idea that writers affected women this way. That Shakespeare must have had to drive him off with a stick. Say, Murray, I appreciate your not, saying anything.
The deal is a deal, Ted.
Yeah, well, I realize that. I respect you for it, but must have been a little tough on you.
Ted, it's over. It's done. Tomorrow it will be forgotten, so why don't we forget it?
Right. You're a pal. Mary, I didn't tell you the best part.
What's that, Ted?
Reader's Digest telephone. They want to reprint my article for $2,500. I'm going to be famous.
Mr. Grant?
Speaking.
Do you know what Ted just told me?
That he really didn't write that article?
No, he wouldn't admit that. Although, obviously, he didn't.
Obviously.
Mr. Grant, are you making fun of me, or do you agree?
Sometimes, if I'm lucky, I can do both, Mary. But I definitely agree. Freedom shouldn't be confused with license, though these two cousins often pass as twins. I can recognize Murray's style a mile away. I just hope Ted paid him well for it.
Not as well as Reader's Digest is going to pay Ted to reprint it.
What?
$2,500.
Murray, get in here.
What is it?
We both know what's going on here. We think it stinks. What?
Murray, what Mr. Grant means is we both know what's going on here, and we think it stinks.
Oh, well, I don't know what you're talking about.
The article that Ted supposedly wrote.
Well, I still don't know what you're talking about.
Murray, come on.
Sorry. Is that all?
Now, sit down. We're gonna crack you open like an egg. Obviously, you've made some sort of promise.
No, I still don't know what you're talking about.
Don't tell me you don't know what we're talking about.
Okay, I don't know what you're referring to.
Murray, we're trying to help you. Do you honestly expect us to believe that Ted wrote that article?
Yes.
He can't even look at it.
I can so.
Okay, Murray. I believe you. You didn't write it.
Oh, no, Mr. Grant, I don't think he's telling us.
Mary.
Oh. We're just gonna do that so that you...
Yes, yes. You don't miss a trick. Okay, Murray. You didn't write it, but somebody did. We know that Ted didn't write it. Now, let's say somebody else wrote it for Ted. Some poor slob that we'll call,
Roland Sattler. My dentist. It's a name.
Okay. Mary's dentist wrote the article. And everyone in Minneapolis thought it was a great article.
But everyone praised Ted Baxter.
And who didn't get even one little bit of recognition?
Roland Sattler.
Not only that, but Roland doesn't make a whole lot of money. And here's Ted, who does. He's got a total of $2,700. And how much did he pay Roland in the first place? Maybe $500-600. Maybe less. And the real sad part of it is that this article is maybe the best thing he's ever written.
Maybe the best thing he'll ever write.
Ever.
And he'll never be able to tell his friends, his wife, his children, or any of the other dentists. All because of a stupid promise he made to Ted.
Oh, that poor, dumb, wretched soul.
Now, Murray, given this situation, don't you think the original agreement was unfair and shouldn't be considered binding?
Not if he gave his word. Hey, don't you think a man's word ought to be worth something? If nothing else, that should be worth something.
Mary? There goes one hell of a dentist.
Ted, we'd like to speak to you.
Hey, guys, my door is always open. Lou, would you mind closing the door? Sit down.
What do you guys want to talk about?
Ted, we think
Isn't this sensational? Dear Mr. Baxter, we'd like 400 copies of your excellent article to distribute to our students. Isn't that something? A newspaper with my writing in it being used to train students, can you imagine?
Ted, that's what we'd like to talk to you about. The article you're alleged to have written.
What do you mean, alleged? Did Murray squeal? About what? About my paying him $200 to write the article and him promising not to tell anyone?
No, Murray never said a word.
Oh, good, because that didn't happen.
200, is that all you paid him?
Well, that's all they paid me.
Yeah, but the Digest is now paying you $2,500. Do you think that's fair?
No, but it's as high as they'll go.
Ted, you just admitted that Murray wrote the article. Don't you think he's entitled to share?
No, I don't, Lou. On principle.
What principle?
Okay, Mary. Let's say I paid a tailor to make these pants. If he stopped me on the street, tried to take them back, I'd have him arrested. Am I right?
Right.
Yeah, but you're making a huge profit on this article.
Okay, Lou. Let's say I pay a guy to build a house. And I later sell that house for 3 times the amount. Who gets that money? Suppose people say, my, what a lovely house. Who accepts the compliment?
You do.
Let's face it, guys, you haven't got a leg to stand on. I'm right. Hey, isn't this great? You guys always win an argument, but not this time. This time I'm in the right. You're wrong, and I'm right. Oh, I tell you, this is a great country. You know what makes it great? Because you don't have to be witty or clever as long as you can hire someone who is.
Ted, where's your compassion? You're talking about somebody with whom you've worked for years, who came through for you when you had trouble. You're talking about a man who's never had a chance to be in the limelight. You have. I mean, here's a guy who did one thing, one single thing in his whole life that can get him a little national attention. Something that when he goes to sleep, he can say, maybe I'm special. Ted, Murray deserves the chance to say that to himself once. Don't you think? Ted, we're talking about a man who sold his name to buy a coat for his daughter. Yeah, you're too good a man to take advantage of Murray this way.
No, I'm not. All right. I am.
Do you really like it?
No, it's beautiful, honey. Hey, do me a favor. Try to make it last till you're married.
Ah, good. You're still here. So, okay, stay. Good, because we'll, just...
I wonder what's going on.
Hi, Marie.
Hi. Oh, I didn't tell you yet. I just loved your article.
Oh, well, thank you. It's always nice to hear that. Marie, there's something I have to tell you about that article.
Yes, Ted?
Murray may write something like that himself someday.
I certainly hope so. We sure would be proud of him if he did. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Marie.
What?
Murray helped me write that article.
Honey, why didn't you say...
Hey.
He helped me a lot. Maybe 30%. More than 30%.
Did you really, Dad?
Make me proud of you, Ted.
Murray wrote the whole article. Every word was his idea. I'm such a dope, I couldn't write my own name without Murray. Hey, I was afraid to say that. Murray wrote the article. Murray wrote the article. And now that I said it, I'm going to be sick.
Ted, I have to get home to the kids. What is it you wanted to tell me?
Sit down, Georgette.
Well, this may come as kind of a shock to you, so you better hang on. I never wrote that article for the paper.
Oh, I knew that.
You did?
Sure. Just 'cause I love you doesn't mean I'm stupid.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hi,
it's okay,
Murray.
Mary.
Congratulations on the article.
Oh, well, I actually didn't. I mean, Ted, I did.
Murray, you know you write a lot better than you talk. Bye, Ted.
Bye, honey.
Bye. Ted, I've been thinking all day about that gesture you made upstairs.
That's okay, Murray.
No, Ted, I have to say this. For a long time now, I've made you the butt of my jokes because you were there and you happen to be a preposterous figure. But what you did today was classy. You're a fine man, Ted Baxter. It's an honor to know you.
Murray. Hey, you know what?
Huh?
That $2,500 from Reader's Digest?
Yeah?
I want you to have it.
Oh, no, you can keep it, Ted.
can turn the world on with her smile, who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Hey, Murray. Huh? Come on in and have a drink before you go home.
Okay, sure.
What about me, Lou?
Okay. Okay, don't let me drink too much, though, because I get silly. Ted, before you go in there, you gotta promise you won't get silly.
Okay, I promise. Cutie pie.
Hey, this is great, guys. It's like old times.
Say, Lou, you got any of those coasters with those funny sayings on them?
Drink, Ted.
Over your lips and down your throat, may you never wake up laying next to a goat.
That's real cute, Ted.
Thanks. It was on the wall at the men's room at the zoo.
Hey, this is really exciting. You know, this is the first time I've had a night out with the boys since I've been married.
Too bad Mary couldn't be here.
Ted, if Mary was here, it wouldn't be a night out with the boys.
Would be for her. Who'd she go out with tonight, Lou?
She didn't say.
How do you figure a terrific woman like Mary never got married?
I don't know. She probably just never met the right guy yet, that's all. She deserves the best.
Yeah. The only problem is maybe there isn't anybody good enough for her.
Oh, come on. Any one of us would make a perfect husband for her.
Hey, wouldn't that be something? Being married to Mary.
Yeah, imagine.
Yeah, she'd make a great wife. Considerate, warm, sensitive.
Stacked.
Yeah, great wife.
Honey, I did it. I did it. I finally started my novel.
Oh, Murray! Oh, I'm so proud of you. Can I see what you've written so far?
Well, there's not much. I mean, I just started.
Somewhere outside, a dog was barking. Oh, Murray is brilliant. Oh,
Do you really like it?
it's the finest thing you've ever done.
Oh, thanks, Mary.
And now, Murray, I have news for you, too.
Oh, what is it?
I'm pregnant.
Are you sure?
Very.
Oh, what am I saying? Of course you're sure. Look at you. Oh, wow. Our very first baby. I feel so terrible.
Why?
Well, I was so wrapped up in my novel and myself, I didn't even notice you were pregnant.
Oh, Murray, darling, don't blame yourself. How could you have noticed? What with working at the factory all day, the post office all night, and driving a cab on weekends, well, you've hardly seen me the last few months.
Yeah. Well, from now on, things are going to change. You're giving up those jobs. Yes, Mary, things are going to change. I'm going to go out and go to work.
Murray, I won't hear of that. You've got to finish your novel.
Oh, Mary, I can't have you sacrificing like this. I'm going to go out. I'm going to get a real job so we can build a future for ourselves and the baby. Oh, after all, I'm not getting any younger.
Murray, don't talk.
No, it's true, Mary. It's true. Now, I'm going to tell you something. You may not believe it. I know you won't believe it, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I think I'm going bald.
Oh, Murray, darling. You will never, ever go bald.
thank you, Mary. Oh, you're the best wife, Mary.
Now, you sit down and you finish that novel.
But, honey...
Marie, sit. I don't care how long it takes, you are not giving up. Even if I had to go on working forever.
You're right, Mary. I will finish it. I'll make you proud of me. You wait and see. There's a story inside of me that's got to be told. There's only I can tell it.
Go to it, Murray.
But where do I go from here?
Oh, Murray, you'll think of something wonderful and... Oh.
What is it, dear?
Oh, nothing, darling. Just labor pains.
Oh, my God. Sit down.
Murray, no. Come on. We only have one chair. You sit.
Mary, I've got to drive you to the hospital.
Nonsense, nonsense. I'll hitch a ride. I'll just pack my things. You keep writing that novel, Murray. Oh. That one was a killer. Oh, boy.
Honey, will you hold it down? I'm trying to work in here.
Sorry, darling. I was just giving birth.
Birth?
It's a boy.
He's beautiful. What a woman. Yeah. A great wife.
What's that, Murray?
Huh? Well, I was just saying, I think Mary would make a terrific wife for somebody.
Yeah, well, while we're on the subject of terrific women, I'd like to propose a toast to some wonderful girls that are very dear to my heart. Help make my life complete. To my wife, my mother, and Charlie's Angels.
You know, I think Mary should hold out until she meets the perfect guy. Somebody intelligent, handsome, talented.
Like Georgette did. Too bad I'm married. Might have been great for Mary.
There's an extra buck in it if you'll help me with this.
Yes, sir.
There you are.
Would you like me to show you where everything is?
No, thank you. I'm sure she'll tell me.
Oh, darling. I can't believe I'm really Mrs. Ted Baxter, married to the most famous, most brilliant anchor man in the whole world. After all these years of needing you, wanting you, it's finally happened. You're mine, all mine.
There's no doubt about it. You're a lucky broad.
If you only knew how long I've waited for this moment.
Please, honey. I know you're only human, but try to control yourself.
Oh, Ted. Oh, Ted, darling, let's never leave this room. Let's nail the door shut and spend the rest of our lives here doing crazy things. No inhibitions.
Okay, but no whips or midgets.
Oh, Ted, promise me you'll never leave me.
I promise.
Even if you meet someone more beautiful.
Oh, no way.
Someone more exciting.
It's impossible.
Someone with more money.
Nice room, isn't it?
I'm going to get ready now, darling. Ready for the most exciting moment of my life.
Teddy boy, tonight's the night we're falling. Boy, oh boy.
I'll be ready in a minute, darling.
Wasn't that a wonderful wedding, honey?
Oh, just beautiful, Ted. It was so nice that so many of your friends could come. I was really surprised when the Queen of England showed up.
Who, Liz?
Well, why not?
Breaks up the monotony. Gives her a chance to get out of the castle.
And wasn't it sweet of the Pope to come?
Yes, but he sure loused up the seating arrangement. Should have been boy, girl, boy, girl. At least he could have brought a date. Oh. Mary, this may sound impossible, but you're even more beautiful than I am. Mary, you have no idea how long I've waited for this moment. Let's get started. We only have the room for a week.
No.
No? What do you mean, no? You've got to.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. It's my fantasy.
Ted, I have limits. I will only go so far, even in your fantasy.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I will kiss you. I'll say nice things to you. I'll even dress up in my favorite shorty nightgown. But I will not get into that bed with you.
Mary, please just go along with this for a few more minutes and I'll never bother you again.
No, Ted, I'm sorry, I can't.
What am I going to do?
I don't know. Really sorry, Ted. Bye.
Poor Mary. Wonder if she'll ever get married.
Ted, will you knock it off? I didn't invite everybody here to talk about Mary.
Lou's right. There must be other things we can talk about.
Of course. We can discuss anything. Politics, movies, football.
Right. Let's discuss football.
Fine with me.
Good. Now, how do you guys figure an intelligent girl like Mary doesn't understand football?
Beats me. Hey, you know who she should marry?
Who?
Someone like you. No, Lou. Strong, sensitive, understanding.
Me?
Yeah, I think you and Mary would have a terrific marriage.
Nah. Mary and I are like brother and sister. It'd never last.
Why not? I've had the same sister for 40 years.
Who knows? Maybe it would last. Come on, Mary. I'm holding the door. You know, Mary, maybe we should have taken the day off today. After all, it is our 50th wedding anniversary.
Oh, you know you couldn't do that. You would never miss a day in your newsroom.
Yeah.
You love it too much.
Yeah, that's right. And I love you too, Mary Grant. Are you happy?
Deliriously happy.
Yeah.
Except, of course, for, you know.
Hi, Mary. Hello. Here's some mail for you, Mary.
Thank you. Oh, look, a postcard from Rhoda.
What's new?
Nothing much. She's still waiting for Joe to come back. Murray, will we see you at our party tonight?
Oh, you bet. Wow. 50 years.
It's hard to believe we've all been together that long. You know, I've even grown fond of Ted.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's because as you've grown older, you have more in common with him.
Hi, guys. I said hi, guys. Hey, Lou, Mary, congratulations on your golden wedding anniversary. Thanks, Ted.
Yes, thanks.
How long have you been married now? 50 years. Oh, that's nice. How about you, Mary?
The same, Ted.
Really?
Will we be seeing you and Georgette at our party tonight?
I wouldn't miss it for the world. What's the occasion?
Our anniversary. Oh. How long have you been married now?
50 years, Ted.
That's nice. How about you, Lou? The same.
I don't know how you do it, Ted. You're still as senile as you were 50 years ago.
Thanks, Murray. Hey, do you hear? Lou and Mary are celebrating their golden wedding anniversary.
No fool. How long have they been married?
Who knows?
Mary, I forgot to mention it. Marie and I may be a little late tonight at your party. We're celebrating my youngest son's birthday.
Oh, how old is he now?
2.
Good old Murr.
It's been a great 50 years, hasn't it?
The best.
Mm.
Except, of course, for, you know. Come along, dear. Come along. It's time for the news.
Good evening. This is Ted Baxter. Now the news. It's terrible, those poor people. Well, that's it for tonight. This is... genuine cowhide.
He was much better tonight.
Dear, do you think that we could have a little chat?
Sure. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I was hoping that you and I might discuss, you know.
That's funny. I didn't hear it that time.
Hear what?
You know. Listen, Mary. I told you I don't ever want to talk about that. Ever.
Yeah, I see you at the party tonight, Mary.
Right, Murray.
Good night, Mary.
Good night, Ted. We'll see you later at the party.
Party? What party?
Our anniversary party.
Are we married?
No, Lou and Mary are married. married 50 years. They're having a party.
What's the occasion?
Come on.
Dearest, we have got to discuss this. We cannot put it off any longer.
Oh, Mary.
Please.
All right. Go ahead. Talk.
Well, I don't want to upset you, dear, and maybe I am making too much of this, but it is our golden wedding anniversary, and I just think maybe it's time we consummated our marriage.
Oh, gee, Mary. Oh, everything was going so nice and smooth, and now you have to ruin it.
Well, at the very least, you owe me an explanation.
Okay, I'll tell you. But it's sort of hard to explain. You know, when we were first married, you were like a daughter to me. A daughter. And it just seemed unthinkable for us to be that way. And then the years followed, and we were middle-aged, and you were like my sister. And that didn't seem right either.
What's wrong with now?
Are you kidding? Now you're like my mother.
Like your mother, huh?
Did I see you in my office? For a minute.
Certainly. I thought you'd never ask.
Hey, Lou. Hey, Lou. What? You got a cigar? It's not a real stag party unless you have a cigar.
No, Ted, I don't smoke cigars anymore.
That's just as well. Makes me dizzy anyway. I start to cough, and choke. Next thing you know, I'm sick to my stomach.
And why did you want a cigar?
I thought it'd be fun.
Come in.
Hi.
Oh, Mary. But you had a date tonight.
Yeah, I did. He dropped me off here to pick up my car, and I noticed your cars were all still here.
Well, your date's over. What time is it?
12:30.
Oh, I better get going.
Yeah, I gotta get going, too. I got a tough day tomorrow.
Well, if you do, I guess I do, too.
Well, hey, where are you guys running off to? I thought maybe we'd all have a drink.
Hey, Mary's right, you guys. Where are you running to? I mean, she came all the way up here, and we're going home without asking her if she wants a drink. You want a drink, Mary?
I would love one.
Help yourself. We gotta go home.
Mary, was he nice tonight, the guy you went out with?
Oh, well, I don't know, Mirth. Hard to tell. You know, his first date and everything.
Mary, if you marry him, you'll really be a lucky man. You'll be an inspiration to him, Mary.
Well, thank you.
Well, Mary, if you do get married, I bet it's gonna be one of the great marriages. I bet it'll last forever.
Well, that's really very nice.
Mary, if you really care for him, be sure to go to bed with him on your honeymoon.
smile. Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
For a good cause, the Foster Children's Foundation. So we hope that all of you will try and come.
Well, we certainly will. For those of us that are interested, Congresswoman, just how does one go about becoming a foster child? Well, time is up. I'd like to say a special thanks to our guest, Congresswoman Margaret Geddes. And this is Ted Baxter saying good night and good news.
Well, I think that's the last time we'll have Ted do a live interview on the news.
Why doesn't he use the questions we give him? Not those questions he makes up. Is it any easier getting dates once you've been in Congress?
Well, actually, Murray, that was one of my questions. I thought it would be good for a little giggle. I didn't know he was going to ask it with such intensity.
Ted, please, I don't want to talk about dating anymore.
Margaret, it was a wonderful interview.
Thank you, Mary.
Is Lou in?
Yes, sure.
I want to say goodbye to him.
Oh, of course.
Mary, I'm glad you like the show because there's a small favor I want to ask. Well, it's a pretty big favor. If you don't want to, just say no and I'll drop it.
Okay, what is it?
Well, Georgette and I are celebrating our first wedding anniversary tomorrow night, and I'd like you to throw a party for us.
No, Ted.
Okay, I'm dropping it. But now I'm picking it up. Well, I said I'd drop it. I didn't say I'd leave it there.
Ted, no.
Please, Mary. I'll even pay for everything. Of course, don't go crazy. Figure a couple of packages of Velveeta and some Gatorade.
Ted, I am not giving an anniversary party for you in my apartment, and that's final.
I'm not worried, Mary, because I know you're going to reconsider. And after all, I met Georgette at your apartment. We were married at your apartment. Even had our baby at your apartment. You owe us this.
No, I don't.
Well, so long, Mary.
Oh, Margaret, I hope you can come back and see us sometime.
Well, I'd love to. Oh, by the way, maybe you can help me out.
Yeah, sure. What is it?
Well, we have a celebrity coming to town to MC our benefit show. And I can't take him to restaurants and public places because people make such a fuss over him.
Who is it?
Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson?
Yes. And I don't know what to do with him.
Well, do you think it would be too forward if I offered to give a little party and you could bring him with you?
Mary, that would be wonderful.
Oh, good. Well, it'll be great for me, too. I mean, everyone around here is always kidding me about what awful parties I give. Well, I'm not even going to tell them he's coming and let him try to knock this one.
Well, thank you. I'll call you tomorrow to find out when.
Okay, good. Ah, Murray.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to have a little party tomorrow night.
Gee, I think I'm busy.
No, Murray. You don't understand. This is a very special party for a very special person.
Oh, thanks, Mary.
You sure you're not just being coy? Now, come on, Mary. Tell us who is coming to the party.
I told you, Sue Ann. It's a surprise.
Well, it must be somebody important. This is the first time you ever hired a maid and bartender.
You know, it's really not that expensive. You can get both of them to come for 3 hours for just a little more than I make a week.
Oh. Come on, Mary. Who's coming to the party tonight?
Yeah, you said it was a celebrity. Is it somebody in politics?
No, not politics.
Someone in communications?
Not communications.
Does it wear pants?
Yes.
No more questions.
Oh, boy. Okay, that could be him. So everyone relax, and Sue Ann, everyone, please don't embarrass me, okay? Just treat him the way you would anyone else.
I will.
Okay.
All right. Another one of your great parties, I see.
No, Mr. Grant, this is going to be a terrific party, I promise you.
Better be. I gave up tickets to midget wrestling.
Your coat, sir.
Yeah, that's my coat. What about it?
Mr. Grant, this is the maid.
Maid? Are you crazy, Mary, hiring a maid for one of your parties?
I also hired a bartender.
Nice touch.
Personally, Mary, I think it was very smart having a maid to hang up the coats. It's so much nicer than having them thrown on the bed.
Yeah. And besides, Sue Ann, with the coats off the bed, you don't have to worry about going home with button marks.
Oh, Murray, you're so droll. So clever. Wherever did you find a party hat made of skin?
What's going on here? Huh? Bartender? Maid? Huh?
The reason Mary's going through all the fuss tonight is someone very important is coming to our anniversary party.
Yes, a celebrity. All we know is that he wears pants.
Yeah, who is it?
All right. I suppose I might as well tell you. You know Congresswoman Geddes?
Yeah.
Well, she has a friend who's a celebrity, and she's bringing him here tonight.
Who is he, Mary?
Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson? Coming to my party?
That's right, Ted.
Boy, is he going to be thrilled.
Well, that is exciting. This may turn out to be a pretty fair party after all.
Fair, Mr. Grant? This is going to be the best party that you have... What's happening to the lights?
I don't know. I think they're starting to dim.
Oh, my God. You better call the building manager. Where's the phone?
Mary, have you got a flashlight?
Yeah, the top left-hand drawer behind the counter.
Cut that out, Sue Ann.
I didn't touch you.
Sorry, Lou.
Hello, Mr. Finnegan. It's Mary Richards in apartment... Yeah, the lights just went out. The whole building? But I'm giving a party tonight. Right, just sit tight.
Mary, your flashlight doesn't work. The batteries must be dead. Haven't you got any candles?
Yeah, somewhere in there. I don't know how I'm going to find them in the dark.
No problem. We'll find them when the lights come on.
Oh, boy, this is great. Really great.
Well, it's not going to stop me from having a good time. Come on, Georgette. This is our anniversary. Let's dance.
Okay, teddy bear.
Sorry, Mary.
Great party.
Shut up.
Don't worry, Mary. I'm sure the lights will come on before your other guests get here.
And believe me, dear, even if they don't, it's no reason why we can't all have a good time.
Sue Ann knows, Mary. When it comes to entertaining people in the dark, she's an expert.
Hey, I got a great idea. Why don't we take advantage of the dark? Let's all sit down and tell ghost stories.
Ted?
What? Get off my lap!
I'm sorry, pal.
can this be happening to me after all the planning? It's going to turn out to be the absolutely worst party ever.
But that's impossible, Mary. You'd really have to go a long way to top some of the bad parties you've had.
He's right, Mary. You've had some real bombs.
That's not true.
As long as I can remember, it's been one bomb party after another. The worst one was the one you gave with Rhoda, where you fixed me up with a blind date, and it turned out to be a little old lady.
We meant well.
Yeah, sure. Excuse me.
You're excused, Lou.
Thanks. Mary, I wonder if I could have a word with you.
Surely.
Mary, I can't tell her.
Mr. Grant, why didn't you just go through with it? I mean, it's just for one night. She's a sweet, lovely lady. You have absolutely nothing to be embarrassed about.
Yeah, maybe you're right. What's to be embarrassed about?
Hiya, Mary. Hiya, Rhoda. Hi, Lou. Say, who's the old lady?
Martha, Dudley, I'd like you to meet Georgette Franklin and Ted Baxter.
Oh, nice to meet you.
This is Martha Dudley, and she is Lou's date for the evening.
Nice to meet you, too.
Thank you.
Come on, Lou. Who is she, really?
That's who I'm taking to the dinner.
Oh. How nice to meet you.
Oh, thank you.
Have you and Mr. Grant been going together long?
No. This is our first date. We met through Mary. You know, Mr. Baxter, you look very familiar to me.
Oh, you've probably seen me on television.
No, I don't watch television. I have a fireplace.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
Georgette, that's a lovely dress. Is it new?
Pretty new. I bought it this afternoon.
That's quite a date you got there, Lou. You want to see if she's got a granddaughter for me? At least nobody can accuse you of robbing the old cradle. But on the other hand, she's not bad, Lou, really. Actually, she's kind of cute, you know. Kind of grows on you. Got nice legs.
Mr. Grant, Martha has had such an interesting life. Did you know she was flower girl at Thomas Alva Edison's wedding?
I remember the first time you had Congresswoman Geddes to dinner, I prepared a delicious veal Prince Orloff.
Right. Just enough for 6 people. And then Rhoda surprised me by showing up with a date.
Hi, Mia.
Hi.
Mary, this is Steve Waldman. Steve, this is Mary Richards.
Hello.
Hello. Rhoda, could I talk to you for just a moment?
Yes, and I wanted to talk to you, too, Mayor. I'll be with you in a minute, Steve.
Rhoda, why is he here?
Mary, listen. Steve and I work together at Hempel's.
Uh-huh.
And tonight, after 4 years with the store, he gets fired. So when he asked me to have dinner, I just couldn't say no.
The salad is on the table. Hello, Rhoda, dear. Mary, we eat in 4 minutes.
Sue Ann, nobody's here yet. They're not here. Rhoda, do you see these chairs? There are 6 chairs. Do you see them? There is no room for him.
Mary, he can sit up there at the little table.
Rhoda, please. Please, Rhoda, listen. I want this party to be a good party. You know I want that so badly. And there is not enough food for him. Sue Ann made it very clear to me. There are exactly 6 portions of veal Prince Orloff. No more, no less.
He can have half of mine.
3 minutes, Mary.
I know, Sue Ann, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is a little tense. Rhoda.
Hi, I'm Steve Waldman.
Lou Grant.
Murray Slaughter.
How are you?
Oh, fine. I just got fired. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
Hi, Murray. Come on
Hi,
in,
Mary.
Mr. Grant.
Hi, Mary.
Can I get you a drink?
Yeah, sure.
No drinks, Mary. We eat in 2 minutes.
Miss Richards, I want to thank you for inviting me to dinner.
Rhoda, set a place for him at the little table.
Thank you. 1 minute, Mary.
Congresswoman Geddes isn't here yet.
Oh, Mary, dear, do you have any idea what happens if you let veal Prince Orloff sit in an oven too long?
No, what?
he dies. Hello, I'm Margaret Geddes.
Steve Waldman.
Oh, how do you do?
Well, I was just fired.
I'm sorry.
Congresswoman Geddes, it's so nice to see you again. Everybody, this is Representative
Margaret.
Margaret Geddes, Rhoda Morgenstern, Lou Grant,
Hello, how are you?
Marie Slaughter, and Sue Ann Nibbins.
How do you do? Mary, your dinner is served.
Well, shall we all take our places then?
What happened to my drink?
Oh, Mary's so sorry to rush us all like this, but she mistimed her dinner. Mary, dear, would you like to bring out the veal Prince Orloff?
Sure.
And we'll start on your lovely salad. Mary made it all herself. My, it looks delicious. Thank you. And this is Mary's veal Prince Orloff.
Oh, wow.
That's
Hey,
beautiful.
Mary, look at that.
Mary.
Hey, that smells great, Mary.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Mrs. Geddes?
Oh, well, not yet, dear. Thank you. I haven't finished my salad.
I finished my salad.
Excuse me, could someone just pass the salt?
Oh, yeah. I'm really starved, Mary. I really am. Thanks a lot.
Mr. Grant, could I speak to you for a minute?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
In the living room, I need your help.
Oh, sure. What's wrong, Mary? You seem upset.
Mr. Grant, you took 3 servings of the veal.
Yeah.
Mr. Grant, there are 6 people. You took half.
You mean that's all there is? What's on this platter?
Yes. Mr. Grant, you've got to put some back. Don't have enough for everybody. 3 people aren't going to get any dinner.
All right, I'll put it back. Say, you know what? I'm not as hungry as I thought I was.
Speaking of surprises, Mary, where are your guests?
I don't know if I'm lucky. Maybe they decided not to come.
Just as well. Why should somebody she doesn't even know have to suffer through one of her parties?
You know, come to think of it, Mr. Grant, I could have had some really great parties if it weren't for you.
Me?
Yes, that's right. Remember the surprise birthday party I tried to give you? Could have been terrific. But no, you wouldn't let anyone in.
Let him go. Who wants him?
Fine. We're all agreed. I gotta get out of here. By the back door.
No, Mr. Grant, there isn't any back door.
Mary, that is a very foolish thing. Do you know how dangerous it is not to have a back door?
But, Mr. Grant, they're just friends.
No friends are coming through that door. They stay out. How could you do this, Gordy?
It was not his idea.
Oh, don't always stand up for other people, Mary. You shouldn't have talked her into this.
Now, I want to get out.
Now, wait. Listen, I'll tell you what. We'll just let Murray in. You like Murray, don't you, Mr. Grant?
I like Murray.
Okay, then. We'll just let Murray in. That's all.
Mary, you open that door and they're all going to come in here.
They won't, Mr. Grant. I promise you. Just Murray.
Happy birthday to you!
Everybody, if you can just give me a few minutes. It seems that he doesn't like birthdays. Look, is he?
She doesn't like birthdays.
Is Murray out there?
Murray,
Murray, come in here for just a minute, please. No, just Murray. Just Murray. Please, just a minute.
So you don't like surprise parties? Is that any reason to keep me stuck out in the hall? That's no reason at all, Lou. Here's your present. Happy birthday.
There. You see, Mr. Grant, that wasn't so bad, was it? So what do you say now we bring Rhoda in? You like Rhoda.
We'll...
Okay, then. We'll just let Rhoda in. Happy birthday! Please, if you'll just bear with me for a few minutes, everything is coming along just fine, just fine. Look, you want to clear a space on the stairway so that the people...
Clear a space, clear a space.
And go on the stairway. Rhoda, could you come in for just a few minutes?
Come on, Rhoda. All this time? How come we can't go in there, Mary? What are you going to stay out here?
Mary, I think we found a theme for this party. Hatred.
Mr. Grant, this is silly. It's embarrassing. I mean, I invited those people here.
Back, you animals!
I can see why you don't want those losers in here.
I have to admit it, Lou, you weren't much fun that night.
Okay, I admit it. I ruined one of your parties.
They're here. Aw, what am I going to do?
Well, look, just answer the door, Mary. Or maybe it's the building manager.
Mary, watch where you're walking.
Sue Ann, what are you doing on the floor? And Mr. Grant, I'm surprised at you, too.
Surprised at what? I'm over here.
Well, who's this?
The bartender.
Mary?
Mrs. Geddes?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so glad you could come to my party. We're having a power failure.
Yes, I know. We were stuck in the elevator for an hour. Johnny had to climb through the trap door at the top to get us out. Oh, Mary, this is Johnny Carson.
Hi.
Nice place you have here.
What a pleasure it is to meet you, Mr. Carson.
Mary, you're shaking my hand.
Oh, sorry. Well, come in. I'm really sorry about the power failure.
Don't apologize, Mary. I've always thought it'd be terrific to come back to the Midwest and be in a dark apartment full of strangers.
Well, yes, let me introduce you to my friends. Johnny Carson, say hello to Lou.
Hi. Hi.
Hello.
That's Lou. And Murray Slaughter.
Hiya, Johnny.
How are you?
Murray's about 5'11". Has blue eyes. Well, no, that just... Okay, somewhere in here is Ted Baxter and his wife, Georgette.
Hello.
How are you?
Nice seeing you, pal. Hey, you know, you look a lot better in person.
And let's see, who else? Oh, yes, Sue Ann Nivens. Sue Ann? Sue Ann?
We're in here, dear.
Hi, everybody. Sue Ann, I'd like you to meet Johnny Carson.
Mary? Do you have a dog?
No.
Well, in that case, one of your guests just licked my face.
I'm sorry.
Look, Mary, I'd love to stay and get to know all your friends better, but I really do have to catch an early plane tomorrow.
Oh, well,
you know.
thanks for stopping by. Just wonderful having you. You really made the party.
Good luck, Johnny.
Bye.
Bye, Johnny.
Thanks for everything, Mary.
There goes Johnny.
Well, at least he came.
Yeah, he seems like a nice guy.
You know, Mary, when I walked in here tonight, I expected to find another one of your typical lousy parties. But I was wrong, Mary. Very wrong.
Thanks, Mr. Grant.
This was the worst ever.
can turn the world on with her smile. Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Oh, Jake, this has been a terrific evening. Lots of fun.
Good. I'm glad you finally agreed to go out with me. Hey, what a nice apartment.
Oh, thank you. Would you like a brandy?
No, thank you, Mary. Anything more to drink tonight, and I'll start to giggle. That's how you can tell when I've had enough, I giggle. Isn't that the silliest thing you ever heard of? Go magic.
I'll fix you some coffee.
That coffee sounds great.
Tell you the truth, I could use some myself after all that wine.
Oh, you didn't have that much wine.
Well, it was a lot for me. 4 glasses.
You had 5, but who's counting?
Well, 4 or 5. It was delicious, but it sneaks up on you, you know? Wine tastes so good, you don't... What are you doing?
Oh, I just thought I'd make myself comfortable.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, I just figured it was a good
Put on
idea.
your shirt.
Oh, come on, Mary.
Put on your shirt.
I just thought it was just...
Jeez, I hardly know you.
I didn't mean any harm. Look, we seem to be hitting it off, and I just thought...
You just thought. You just thought. You just thought.
This isn't the first date this has ever happened to you, is it?
Yes, as a matter of fact, this is a first. Out.
Maybe you haven't dated much.
Haven't dated much? I have been dating since I was 17. I'm 37. That's 2 decades of dating. Don't tell me I haven't dated much. I go out on an average of 2 times a week. That's 100 times 20 years. That's 2,000.
You don't like it? Why did you do it 2,000 times?
Well, they haven't all been bad. There have been some good ones. About 10%. That's 200 really fine ones. And 1,800 rotten ones. I probably should have taken a hint from the very first date. I remember it all so clearly. Roseburg High. Jack O'Brien took me to the football dinner dance. Brought me a corsage, to which, as it turned out, he was allergic. So every time we danced, he sneezed.
Poor guy.
I was wearing my first strapless gown. I was terrified it wouldn't stay up. I had to go around all hunched over. All night long, we drifted across the dance floor, hunching and sneezing, hunching.
It's nice to have memories. I just can't figure out why you're making such a big thing out of this.
Because I am thinking of all the rituals of dating. And for what? All the hours spent getting through the evenings, saying all those things you have to say. I mean, I just have had it with all these games over and over again. I'm too old for this.
Mary, I'm really sorry if I upset you.
No, listen, I probably overreacted. Listen, it just hit me all of a sudden, you know, and I shouldn't have taken it all out on you. I'm
No,
sorry.
not at all. Not at all. No, this has been a very special evening for me, too. I've never had a girl talk to me like this. I mean, open up and tell me everything that she's feeling. That's very rare.
Oh, well, thank you. It's nice of you to say that. I mean, it makes me think maybe there's some hope after all. How about some coffee?
I'd love some.
Okay. I mean, I usually don't do things like that. I mean, if you knew me, you would know... Hi.
Amir. Oh, how was your date last night? Did you have a good time?
Not terrific.
Oh, that's too bad, dear. Perhaps you should think about changing your escort service.
Hi, Mary.
Guys!
Hi. Well, I'd love to stay and chat, but Lou has given me my first feature assignment on the news. I'm going to be covering that bodybuilders contest at the Armory to pick the best male body in the Twin Cities.
Oh, well, then I better schedule a cameraman.
Oh, that won't be necessary, dear. I thought I'd trace them.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I don't want a feature like that on my news. Those bodybuilders are all that little, you know.
No, Ted, a little what?
Oh, come on, Mary. There's a name for a guy like that who spends all his time posing, batting his eyes, blowing kisses at himself in the mirror.
Right. Ted Baxter.
Either he's a lucky guesser or you're a blabbermouth.
Don't you listen to Ted, Mary. It's going to be a wonderful feature. Besides, it would be a crime to waste 24 gorgeous bodies, especially when there are women in India going to bed frustrated.
Oh, that's Sue Ann. She's so lucky, isn't she? I mean, she never tires of playing the game.
What's wrong, Mary?
Oh, I don't know, Georgette. Me, men, dating. You know how you go along thinking, someday you'll meet the right person? Well, for the first time, I'm not sure that's going to happen. I'm not even sure he exists. At least not the kind of man I'm talking about.
You mean like Ted?
Well, my version of Ted. I mean, I didn't think I was asking for that much, but I haven't met anyone who even comes close. Someone who doesn't care how I look because he's more concerned with who I am. Somebody strong and intelligent, who respects me, who I can respect, who has gentleness in him. I guess there just aren't any men like that.
Sure there are. You know one.
Well, if I do, I sure wish you'd point him out.
Lou Grant.
Come on.
He has every quality you said you wanted, and I'll throw in one of my own. He's cute as a button.
Me date Lou Grant? Come on, that's ridiculous. I mean, sure, I enjoy his company, and yes, he is someone I respect, and I have a good time with him, and he doesn't play little games, and I am comfortable with him. And he is straightforward and intelligent and fun.
You're right, Mary. It was a dippy idea.
Georgette, you know I could date Mr. Grant. I really could. I could walk in that office and ask him for a date. I could just get up and walk in there and
hit on him.
Exactly. I could, and I want to, and I should. So why aren't my feet taking me in there?
No guts.
Okay. That did it.
I thought it would.
I know you thought it would. I'm gonna do it anyway.
I thought you were.
I know.
Yeah.
Mr. Grant, could I talk to you for a minute?
Sure. What's wrong?
Well, I'm not sure how to say what I want to say.
Why don't you just stammer like you always do?
Mr. Grant, could you please be just a little more sensitive? I don't want the tough part. I want the gentle.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the fact that I'm about to do something that's sort of difficult. I'm going to say something, and I'm not sure how you're going to react. So, okay, all right, here goes. I think you're a terrific man, Lou Grant, and I want to go out on a date with you.
You want to go out on a date with me? You're out of your mind. All right, wait a minute. Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions. What do you mean by a date? A date in what sense?
In the sense of a man and woman who date.
But we're not a man and a woman. We're friends. We respect each other. We care for each other. We care a great deal. How can two people who feel like that date each other?
Well, Mr. Grant, I'm not going to try to talk you into dating me. Really, just forget I brought it up. That's it.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
I don't know. I just thought it was important to stop you. Now you can go.
Why don't you want to go out with me?
Because I never thought about you socially.
Never?
Once. Once. Yeah. The time you wore that black dress with the red rose to the Teddy Awards. But just that once. Did you ever think about me that way before now?
Once. The time you wore that brown suit with the narrow tie and the wine stains. Salt from the pretzels on the lapel. That was probably the only time.
That is a nice-looking suit. Mary, you got yourself a date.
Good. Tonight?
Fine.
My place for dinner?
Sure.
Good. Well, then, I'll see you tonight, Mr. Lou.
This is completely crazy. You know that.
Are you sure?
Maybe not.
Come on, Lou. Tell me, there's something on your mind.
Why do you say that?
Because you're not listening to me. You look at me, but you're not listening, so there's got to be something on your mind.
Why do you say that?
Lou?
What?
I just told you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Murray. I guess I wasn't listening to you. There's something on my mind.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's about Mary.
Mary? What's wrong with Mary?
That's what I'd like to know.
Lou, what's wrong with Mary?
Guess who she is planning to date.
Oh. Well, let's see. She's terrifically attractive and desirable and, well, could have almost anyone she wants.
Right.
Yeah, so you wouldn't be asking me to guess unless it was someone unlikely.
Yeah, very clever, Murray.
Yeah.
You're getting warm.
Someone terribly unattractive, totally undesirable, a real creep, a born loser.
Hey! You looking for trouble?
What are you talking about, Lou?
She, wants to date me.
What?
You heard me. Mary wants me to, be her boyfriend.
Why? I'm sorry, Lou. I didn't mean anything by that.
No. It's okay. It's okay. It's a perfectly reasonable question.
Wow.
Yeah.
Another one, Lou?
Yeah.
How about you, Murray?
No, thanks. Now, Lou, Tell me the truth. Do you really mean that Mary wants you to go out with her?
Yep. Tonight. She made it very clear. She's tired of the guy she's been dating, and she wants to date me. I don't know what to do. What would you do, Murray? Huh? If you were single and Mary asked you to go out with her?
Salivate.
Yeah, I forgot. You've always been in love with her. But I'm completely wrong for her. I'm too old. I'm too everything.
No, you're not, Lou. Hey, Mary's right. I can see her point.
What are you talking about?
Well, you're a very attractive guy, Lou.
Oh,
No, and I can see where you might be right for Mary. I mean, you're entertaining, you're smart, you're considerate, mature, and you're single. You've got a lot going for you.
You really think so?
Why, Lou, you shouldn't have.
Yeah, well, I couldn't remember which kind of flowers that you like best.
So you brought 2?
3.
Thank you.
Yeah. And here's some wine.
Oh.
And some chocolates.
No mixed nuts?
So, here I am.
Right. I'll make you a drink.
Oh, and I'll open the wine.
Oh, okay.
Here.
There.
Okay. Oh, you look sensational.
Thank you. So do you. Oh!
Excuse me.
No, my fault.
No, I was counting you.
So.
Look, it's silly. The two of us feeling awkward like this. We're both mature. We understand that this is a new situation for the both of us, but we can handle it.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Put this on the table. What are you smirking at?
Well, it's just funny.
Huh?
I mean, the two of us who have known each other as long as we have, suddenly ill at ease, in suspense.
In suspense about what?
You know, about what's going to happen. Both of us wondering whether you're going to, you know, kiss me.
No, I wasn't thinking about that. It never even crossed my mind. Certainly not before dinner. We've got a whole evening in front of us. Drinks, food, a whole evening. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's eat.
Why not?
Yes. You really look sensational. Wearing that dress was a nice gesture.
Well, 2 kinds of flowers was a nice gesture, too.
3.
Shall I put on some music?
No. I don't like to eat to music. It tends to make me chew in rhythm. Say, Ted did something kind of funny on the broadcast tonight.
No newsroom talk.
What?
No, that's not on a date. We can't talk about the newsroom.
Oh, right. Oh, this is really delicious. Now, how do you make it?
I pour oil and vinegar on lettuce.
Uh-huh. I'll have to remember that. Oil and vinegar on lettuce. Yeah, that's nice.
Aw, Lou, this is silly. We don't have to make dumb small talk either. I mean, can't we just behave normally?
My hand is sweaty, isn't it?
No, it isn't. It's fine, really, it is.
I'm just not good at this.
No, but listen, really, sweaty hands run in my family. They always...
No, this is what happens when I get nervous. I've just never been good at this sort of thing.
No, that's all right. I'm not good at it either.
Oh, sure you are.
No, I'm not. Not when I'm this nervous.
You mean you're nervous right now?
A little.
I'm making you nervous? Mary, we're not going to feel comfortable here until we find out where this dating stuff leads.
I think you're right.
I don't know about you, but the suspense is killing me.
Well, then, let's end the suspense.
Okay.
Hey.
That was really silly kissing you.
Didn't that turn out to be just so dumb?
Oh, I think we both just found out something in record time.
I do, too.
This will never work.
Never in a million years.
Good night, Mary.
Good night, Lou.
Say, Ted did something tonight on the broadcast. It was really kind of funny.
Yeah? What was that, Mr. Gray?
turned the world on with her smile. You can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Listen, would you just hold on for a minute, please? Yeah. Mary, will you get in here?
Me too, Lou?
In just a few minutes. Tim.
Well,
What is it, Lou?
I've got the new owner on hold. He's been firing people right and left, and now he wants me to evaluate Ted. You want to take it, Mary?
Not on your life.
Okay. Here goes. Yeah. I'm sorry I had to put you on hold. I was pulling up my socks. Yeah, I know. You want me to evaluate Ted. Well, I think you can judge for yourself how good he is just by looking at the show. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. Right.
Can I come in now, Lou?
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ted.
Why did you say hi, Ted? What's wrong?
Ted, the new owner wants to meet with us all in his office tomorrow morning. And I want to prepare you a little.
I don't need any preparation. Just say, Ted, everything is okay. Everything is okay. Say it.
Ted, I can't say that.
You can't say that. Why can't he say it?
Because the owner's been asking about you, about how important you are to the station.
What'd you tell him, Lou?
He told him to watch you do the news and decide for himself.
Oh, my God!
I'm sorry, Ted, but I don't know what I can do about it now.
Hey, I got it. It's the simplest thing in the world. When you go and see Coleman, you tell him if I get fired, you quit. All of it.
Oh, well, gee,
See?
Ted,
Mary's game. Thanks a lot. God love you, Mary. How about you, Mary? You're not going to turn down your best friend.
Since when did I become your best friend, Ted?
I don't know, but I never told you this before, but I love you, Mary. Okay, 2 votes for Ted. What about you, big fella? I hate these small offices. There's no room to crawl.
The chips are down, Lou. I'm calling in my IOUs.
You don't have any IOUs.
I've got a wife and 2 kids, Lou. Please? Please?
I'm sorry, but we can't wait for Ted any longer. We have to stop. As you know, I have a big decision to make today. One that affects our news program. As much as I hate to do it, I believe that you got to get rid of anything that's pulling you down.
Hi, guys. I'm sorry I'm late, Mr. Coleman, but I had a number of personal errands to take care of, and I thought this would be a good opportunity for me to have you meet some of my dependents. This is my wife, Georgette.
How do you do?
This is my son, David.
Hello, David.
Hi.
And that's his little sister in there, Mary Lou. And this is our dog.
And what's his name?
We call him WJM. Georgette, isn't there something you wanted to say?
Ted, I really
We've gone
don't-
over it enough, Georgette. You said if you really loved a man, there is something...
Okay, Ted, I hope you don't mind our coming along, but we only have the one car. And as soon as we leave here, I have to go to the doctor, take the baby to the pediatrician, David to the dentist, and the dog to the vet. Bad back, bad cough, bad teeth, bad dog.
Well, it's nice meeting you all, but we still have some business to discuss with Ted.
Oh, just a second.
Now, as I was saying, when the ratings are as bad as they are on the 6 o'clock news, you have to decide where the problem is. Is it in front of the camera or behind the camera? It's not exactly a science, but I have to go with my instincts. Ted, you're staying. And the rest of you guys, I'm gonna have to let go.
You're letting us come in your fire?
Just a second, Coleman. These people are my friends. I spent a lot of years with them. They mean a lot to me. And a lot more than any job as an anchorman at WJM.
Ted, what's the point?
The point is this, Coleman. If I were getting fired, these people were ready to go down the line for me. I think that's the least I can do for them. Either they stay or I'm quitting.
Ted, I wish you would reconsider.
Okay, I'll stay.
They just told me I was being let go along with the rest of you. Is that true?
Yeah, it must be a terrible feeling.
Being fired is like being violated.
Leave it to Murray to find a bright spot.
That was a terrific speech you made up there, Ted.
Think so, Murray? Sure, I thought you'd be mad because I didn't quit, too.
No, that's okay, Ted. When a donkey flies, you don't blame him for not staying up that long.
Thanks, Murray. I know you're trying to let me down easy. Do you know what bothers me? Here you are, the people I work with, my best friends. You're all of you losing your jobs, and I'm keeping mine, and I don't feel that bad. I want to cry, I want to sob, but it just isn't in me. You know what I'd love to say to you all? Don't worry about money. Whatever you need, I'll give it to you. But I can't say it. I'm not going to give you any money. What's wrong with my emotions? Is there nothing behind this handsome facade except talent?
If I'm going to find another job, I better go out and collect some references. I wonder where the 31st Armored Division is bivouacked these days.
Hey, Mary. How you doing?
You know what I'm thinking, Murray? I know this is gonna sound silly if I say it.
Try it.
I'm not sure I was fired. No, Mr. Grant, really think about it. Mr. Coleman did say very clearly, Ted is staying, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to let the rest of you guys go. See? Now, I'm not a guy. Well, I'm not. And I was just thinking, you know, that maybe he was embarrassed to tell me that I'm staying in front of you. You know, I'm not even sure I would stay anyway. But I just think it would be good to find out whether he meant me or not.
he meant you.
Maybe he meant me. We don't know that.
No, maybe, Mary.
Well, it's not going to hurt to double check.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hello, Mr. Coleman. This is Mary Richards in the newsroom. I was just up in your office with the guys. And I was just wondering, Mr. Coleman, when you were dismissing some of the staff, did you intend to fire me, too? Especially me. I'm very sorry I troubled you. You little runt. Mr. Grant.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
Well, you look so sad when you left on Friday that I took some money out of petty cash and I bought you a little gift.
Oh, Mr. Grant, no little gift is going to cheer me up.
Don't be so sure. There was $800 in petty cash. Now, all I want you to do is close your eyes, and like Tinkerbell, I'm going to wave my little wand, and when you open your eyes, you are going to see something which will make you smile.
But, Mr. Grant...
No, just go ahead. Eyes closed. Slowly count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Great seeing you again, kid. We gotta go. Phyllis, I was joking.
You. I'd forgotten Rhoda's sense of humor. Mercifully. Oh, it's so wonderful to see you two again. I hope you can spend some time. I mean, I'll have plenty of time. I don't have a job as of Monday.
Oh, we know. Lou told us when he called. Yeah, it's obviously a case of sexual discrimination.
Oh, no, Phil. They fired the guys, too.
Oh, Mary, you little goose. That was just to cover their tracks.
So, Mary, how's it going with you? I mean, how are you doing?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Rhoda, isn't that typical of you, Rhoda? We spent all that time riding in from the airport together, and you didn't ask how things are with me, and here you are with Mary for 2 seconds.
All right.
And you just
All
find
right,
out everything.
all right, Phyllis, forgive me, please. I'm so sorry. How are things with you? How's Bess? How's good old Laws?
Oh, Lars is dead, Rhoda.
Same old Laws.
No. I mean, he really passed away.
What? Oh, my God, I'm so sorry, Phyllis. I didn't... Oh, Mary, why didn't you tell me?
I thought surely Phyllis had told you.
Phyllis, why didn't you tell me?
I was afraid you might want to come to the funeral.
Wonderful being with you again, Phyllis.
So how's Joe?
Oh, well, Joe and I have split up. I thought you'd heard.
I had.
You know, Phyllis...
Hey, guys, listen. I just can't thank you enough for coming all this way. But look, it's not a disaster, you know? I mean, a lot of people lose their jobs.
Right. Mary, you know what I think's a good idea? Listen to this.
What?
Come to New York for a while. Really, you could stay with me. What fun, huh? You wouldn't have any expenses, and you know there's lots of job opportunities in New York.
I don't know why she can't stay with me in San Francisco. I mean, why don't I get to pick up the pieces?
All right.
San Francisco's
All
lovely.
right, Phyllis, we will compromise. Mary will stay in Minneapolis.
Hey, listen. Guys, don't worry about things like that. It's going to be okay. Now, we're going to have a terrific time. What do you want to do?
I want you to stop that. Would you please stop that? Mary, we didn't come a collective 3,000 miles to watch you keep a stiff upper lip.
Right. Not to watch you keep a stiff upper lip.
Go ahead. Feel bad if you want.
Feel bad if you want.
Mary, I mean, look, you're the one that was fired, right? And here you are trying to entertain us. Now, look, we're here for you. We are, Mary. If you feel good, feel good. But if you feel sad, come on, just let it go.
Oh, Rhoda.
I know, sweetheart. Aw.
What do you got, Murray? I want us to go out with the best show we've ever done.
Oh, Mr. Grant, what's the news matter anyway? It's our last day together.
Yeah. Our last day.
Now, you just hold on there, you two. I don't want to see anybody moping around here.
Yeah, I get your point, Lou. I mean, why make it worse than it is?
Exactly.
All right. I will act happy. If you'll just let me say this one thing that I thought about last night that I want to say to all of you. And it's really very simple.
No. I want happy.
Hi, job seekers.
Not that happy.
I found a job.
Oh, that's terrific, Sue Ann. Doing what?
Well, it's hard to explain. There's this elderly gentleman who's taking a cruise to the Mediterranean, and I'll be traveling with him as sort of a practical nurse.
Well, that ought to be a nice change for you, Sue Ann. Cruising at sea.
Oh, I can't tell you how sad I am that we're parting. We'll miss the chance to grow old together. I'll never see your scalp turn to silver.
Mr. Grant, I know you don't want to hear this, but I don't think I can keep it in any longer. So I just want to say...
Not now, Mary. The news is on.
Causing the out-of-control truck to crash through the wall of Mrs. Ray's bedroom. Fortunately, the 93-year-old Mrs. Ray was not at home at the time, having died the night before. Now, a personal note. Due to some very good opportunities that have opened up elsewhere, news director Lou Grant, news producer Mary Richards, news writer Mary Slaughter, and news hand Sue Ann Nibbins are going to leave after tonight's program to begin exciting new ventures in broadcasting. Last night, as I lay awake in my bed, I wondered, how do I tell these dear friends and colleagues how I feel about them? How, I wondered, do you speak from here instead of here? Well, I finally got an idea. Up here. Finally, the words came to me. I put them down on paper and put them in here.
I think I'm going to be sick. Here.
I think what I was feeling was best expressed in the lyrics of that wonderful old song. It's a long way to Tipperary. A long way to go. This is Ted Baxter saying good night and good news.
Tipperary?
You know, I'm never going to forget what Ted said tonight, but I'm sure as hell going to try.
Hey, guys, wasn't that a great send-off?
Ted, you couldn't have said anything that would make us feel better about leaving.
You know something, Mr. Grant? Now that it's over, I don't feel as bad as I thought I was going to. In fact, I feel pretty good. I really do. And I owe it all to you. Thanks.
What's the matter? You got ice water in your veins? To realize this is the last time we'll all see this room?
Of course I realize it, Mr. Grant. I don't really feel good. That's why I wanted to say to you...
Mary, you promised.
Mr. Grant, why won't you let me say what I want to say?
Because you'll just make a big deal out of it. That's why, and I don't want that. But, don't, let me spoil your evening. Let's make this simple. And, in case I don't see you again, I'd just like to say, so long.
Mr. Grant.
No, it's nothing. I was thinking of that truck going through that old lady's wall.
Mr. Grant.
I treasure you people.
Lou?
I think we all need some Kleenex.
There's some on Mary's desk.
Mr. Grant? Could I say what I wanted to say now? Please?
Okay, Mary.
Well, I just wanted you to know that sometimes I get concerned about being a career woman. I get to thinking my job is too important to me. And I tell myself that the people I work with are just the people I work with, and not my family. And last night I thought, what is a family anyway? They're just people who make you feel less alone and really loved. And that's what you've done for me. Thank you for being my family.
Now for the hard part. How do we leave this room?
That's not so hard. Remember what Ted said? What is that, Lou? It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. Goodbye to Piccadilly, farewell Leicester Square. It's a long, long way to Tipperary, and my heart's right there. It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. Goodbye, Piccadilly. Farewell, Leicester Square. It's a long, long way to Tipperary, and my heart's right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the last time, Mary Tyler Moore.
Thank you. The best cast
Pringle, Valerie Harper, and Cloris Leachman.